moved it down a little. So, as always, a brief recap of last time. A terrible tragedy struck us. A battle was lost, and friends were lost. And now we are left with the pieces. And we are trying to figure out how to go from here, what to do next. So, the party, remaining party, Bryn and Roxy, went out to find new allies and find information. We met some new faces, like the daring and brave Anahia, who has been sailing around with Captain Deadlock, as well as the handsome and righteous Cedric, who has come to repay a life debt to Casimir. Together, we also, together went to find Guy, who has apparently been going through a lot of sort of magical relearning of her abilities, and we helped her understand that she has been deceived in some ways. And now, after doing some shopping in Iman, we were going to head over to Vasil to ask about information about Avernus. As we sort of recall, he has had a lot of...
Hello.
Hello. We were just doing a recap. Perfect timing. Yep. Yes, so, the very last thing we did was the shopping part, during which I will mention some of the notable things we purchased was this Dwarven plate armor, which I don't recall who has that. Who did we get this for?
I do.
The Dwarven plate here, the plus 2 plate armor for you that lets you, sort of slows people or stops them from pushing you around. We also got to see, because last time I don't think we showed it off, the weapon that Cedric has, this big old hurricane lance, this wind lance that he has. We did a little more shopping in there. Let me just see in this group. Yes, I believe Sky now has this ring of abjuration that lets you sort of immediately kind of, if you roll well, know what the spell is that someone is casting, and makes it easier for you to dispel or counterspell magic, which is really nice. I believe, Cedric got this Amulet of Health, increasing his health. Bryn got herself these Bracers of Lightning that just make her hit even harder with lightning damage. And then finally, I believe it was Sky, you got yourself the Elemental Essence Shard. I'm trying to see which element it was.
It was Earth.
Earth. Excellent. You get resistance to damage when you do damage. Very good. Also, I believe, Roxy, you bought a portable hole. A hole where you can, as you put it, put the bodies of your friends when they die next time. So, yes, that is where we sort of ended it last time with you all.
A quick question.
Yes.
Ring of Abjuration. I know we're playing with the new 2024 spells.
Mm-hmm.
Or the new 2024 rules, and we incorporated the new counterspell rule.
Mm-hmm.
How is this going to apply to that?
All right, because now it's a save on their part. Instead, we're just going to deduct half your proficiency from their roll. Right, it's just a minus your proficiency instead of the plus to your roll.
Okay, cool.
Still, making it right, it's harder to fight against your counterspell. Okay, so that all said and done, I believe next we were going over to speak with Vasil, who we haven't seen him in a very long time. You guys sort of make your way through the Scholars District, the Erudite District of Iman, and eventually you find yourself at a small little kind of home here. Once again, you know the Magely home, as always, bigger from the inside. As you guys sort of approach, you still have the sort of like password that he gave you for like to enter his place, should you want to. If I remember correctly, last time we saw him was when we sort of first came to Iman. I don't believe we've seen him after we went back into the past. And learned that he was a lot more horrible of a person before. So, as you guys approach, give a knock on the door. You see sort of opening the door there to meet you, same sort of kind of stone wall expressionless face is the old arcanist and collector Vasil Summerin, or as you guys have met him, Astral Clemaine. He sort of looks at all of you, says, greetings. It has been some time. I hope you all have been well. This is quite a surprising visit. Is there anything I can help you with? Do you wish to come in?
Yeah, that'd be quite nice. Thank you.
He sort of looks at you, looks at all of you, and says, "You seem to be missing some of your friends. Have you expanded your party?"
Well, it died.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Come in. I'll prepare a good berry. He slowly rotates and starts walking into the room.
I'm gonna prepare a good break.
Yeah. You guys come on in, you sit down in the little lounge area. You see a bunch of little, like, spectral kind of servants show up. They have like tea saucers with a singular good berry on them as they like serve you guys. They all have the same exact taste, and it is no taste at all. He sits there for some time, says, things must be quite dire if you've lost friends. If my memory is correct, they were very skilled combatants, adventurers, and heroes, perhaps even. Is there anything I can do for you?
Don't suppose you got a wish spell back there somewhere that can just snap them back?
I don't know. I do not have such item, scroll, or artifact in my possession. It's I don't even know in the history of our world that one has been mentioned.
Who's that Pokemon?
You can also always look for a genie, but I've only heard cautionary tales from those kinds of quests.
Yeah, going to hell seems a little bit easier, I'm gonna be honest.
Hell, is that where the villain who has done this to you is, and you are going to destroy them?
Yes and no. But yes.
That's 100% confusing. Very well. All right. Going to hell. What can I do for you then?
Did we need an arcane battery? Is that why we came here?
Yeah.
No,
I-
no.
to
You
think
came
of-
to him. You came to him. You have your arcane batteries. You were given a bag of them by Allura Visoran. You guys wanted to talk to him to be like, "Hey, we don't know anything about Avernus. Can you tell us stuff about
Okay,
hell?"
cool.
Oh, right. And then like try to identify where people are, right? Like
Mhm,
try to find
mhm.
like maybe a map of Avernus or something like that, you know?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
So
So, Vasily, I mean, we know you've been to Hill before, or have some knowledge on it. We're trying to go into Avernus, and we're trying to get information on perhaps pathing, location, of Tiamat's portion of the domain, if that makes sense.
Sort of narrows his eyes, looks at you, says, "You know that I have knowledge of hells? I don't recall talking about it before."
Yeah, I'm pretty smart, you know.
Yeah, good fucking job on that one there, kid.
Looks around, looks to you, says, "I suppose you are very smart. Very well. You are very intuitive. I do have some sizable knowledge of hells, of many realms, in fact. You said you're looking specifically for the part of hell that is designated territory of Tiamat, the dragon goddess. Well, yes, indeed. Tiamat and Asmodeus have a powerful pact. They remain in the same realm of existence. Hells are a layered kind of a realm, but still one realm. If you're going to Avernus, be very careful. That is where the goddess resides. What I'm saying is there is a low, perhaps, depending on where you're going, but existent chance of running into the goddess herself. And you have all definitely heard stories of Tiamat. It is not a friendly encounter that you
Oh,
should be
that
expecting,
goddess. I was like, what goddess are you talking about?
Tiamat, the five-headed
Oh,
dragon
Jesus.
goddess of evil dragons, greed, and wrath.
It's just like a big hydra or something, right?
No, I mean like, you know how like strong Archon is? Imagine like way stronger.
I don't know how strong our
Oh
god
well,
is.
you know, he's really strong. So
Archon,
Yeah, well-
that name sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, he's the one that
Right.
killed all everybody.
It's like someone, they said he's the champion of Tiamat or something like that. Some kind
Ah,
of paladin.
I see. Well, the goddess herself is very dangerous. She resides in a terrible mountain within the realm of Avernus. It is believed that she's locked within this volcano, although it is said that she can break out at any point. This volcano, this mountain, is surrounded by hundreds upon hundreds of adult dragons and multiple dozens of ancient dragons. Generally, you don't want to get too close, is what I'm trying to say. There is there was a tower. Yes, if I recall correctly, there was a tower not too far from the mountain where many of her most powerful paladins and clerics would pray to her. I don't recall exactly its name, but this is going to sound weird, and I think you all wouldn't expect someone like myself to know hellish individuals, but I have encountered a location in Avernus once. It was a very different time in my life, but there is a bar, a meeting place, a hellish speakeasy, I believe they called it. I don't exactly remember how to approach the tower or the mountain without being destroyed by dragons, but if you go to this location and find if they are still the owner and proprietor, there is a small creature, fiendish and generally unpleasant, that I've worked with before. This was very long ago, and I have some regrets about that. But he sort of grabs a piece of paper, writes something down, and has a little mage hand bring it over to you guys. It says, and you see a little name on there. It says Ixillis, the Bleeding Parchment. And you see it's sort of like written in this strange script that kind of changes in Infernal. He says, that's the name of the individual, and if you tell them that an old friend has sent you, I think that should be enough to gather whatever information you need. They used to... They used to fear me there. It was, once again, a very different time in my life.
You know a bit about the Hells. Can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Assuming we make it in there without any issue and we find where our friends are, their souls haven't been sent there. Is it as easy as just grabbing them and bringing them back?
Well, that depends. Do you have their bodies?
No.
That'll make it a little more difficult. Is any of you a powerful cleric that can perform miracles?
I think one of us
really?
was.
no. I was not that kind of cleric. But we're gonna set things straight. I could not perform miracles in the way that you're saying. My mom can. I could not do that.
Oh, well, bring your mother to hell then. That would be it.
I mean, she's a literally embodiment of hell herself. So we're not gonna bring your mom to hell.
Oh.
She wouldn't come anyways.
So do we just need bodies for their souls to go in?
Well, you could always provide different bodies, but I might have something temporary until you figure out what to do. Your friends, as you meet them in hell, depending on how much time has passed, might not be as you recall. They might be more affected by the violent and greedy ways of Avernus. One moment, please. He stands up and leaves. He's gone for 20 minutes. You guys are just sitting here for 20 minutes.
Question: does anyone here read Infernal? Because I know that Cass could,
I
but
do.
who's that?
That would be Sky.
I thought you read Abyssal.
I read
No, I
both.
read Abyssal.
I read Abyssal.
Mm.
Wait, Anna reads
Yeah.
Abyssal?
Apparently.
Where the fuck did Anna learn to read Abyssal?
You want to by default get the missile.
That's fucking weird.
They're not
Yeah,
supposed
Sky
to be good
has-
guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Sky has Infernal and Abyssal.
Mhm.
And Celestial.
I got Celestial too. And Primordial.
Oh.
But not Elvish.
Fuck Elvish.
But not Elvish. As you guys are sitting there, enjoying your good berry, I guess, he comes back after 20 minutes. He brings back a bag, puts it down on the table, says, "These are soul gems. They were used by powerful arcanists in the ages past to capture fiends of different kinds. You guys have heard of warlocks, yes? People who make pacts and deals with entities rather than worship them like clerics would. These soul stones would be used by clever and dangerous arcanists to force captured fiends into pacts, almost extorting their own patrons for power. It was a different time back then. Anyway, I have here with me 5 soul gems. When a fiend is slain in hell, their soul can be captured mere moments before it is lost forever. If a fiend, or if your friends who are currently there are slain in Avernus, they are gone forever. If your friends die in Avernus, there is nothing you can do. There is nothing that any of you, there's nothing that anyone, but probably Asmodeus himself, could do to bring them back. So maybe keep that idea of making a deal in the back of your head while you're there. Anyway, I have 5 soul gems here. I've had adventurers and mercenaries collect over the years that I've worked with all kinds of mercenaries. I'm more than happy to part with these. I would appreciate something in trade. As you know, I am a collector. I collect rare oddities and magical trinkets. Historical value. The higher the historical value, the better. I do recall asking you all before of finding a battery, an arcane device that can help me bring that construct in my basement into service again. Did you all ever find anything like that?
We got a few of them, actually, if you want one.
Please, show me.
I don't know if these are the ones he can, because they gave us a bunch of low ones that we could use it for our trip.
Yeah, you have a bunch of pearls of power. He looks at these, says, "These are useful to you, I'm certain, but they won't be enough to power a construct of that size. That's all right.
Right.
If you don't, that's all right. If you have something to trade for these soul gems, I would be more than happy to trade."
I've got this primordial earth necklace I think I have from another time. It's broken though.
He sort of gestures his hand. You see old mage hand flies over, picks it up, brings it to him, sort of inspects it, kind of tilts his head, says, "Interesting. Has powerful elemental energies. These could be fixed. You certain you're willing to part with this?
I mean, we need the other stuff. I'd be willing to give it to you to tinker with if you want to take a look at it and work with it.
I'd be
Sure,
happy to
trade's
do
a
that,
trade.
yes. Indeed. Very well. He takes it, puts it aside, says, "This is a valuable piece that you have given me here. I would appreciate another. For this one, I'm willing to give you 3 of these soul gems. If you want the other 2, we can make another trade. Out of character, you guys need 3, right? You're there to save 3. Well, no,
Well,
sorry. I
yeah.
forgot
4.
Jorik as well. He's out there as well.
Question, can these also be used like if one of us die, can we grab our soul before we go or no?
No,
Is it
you're
only
not.
fiends?
You're not fiends, unfortunately,
Okay.
unless I've
So,
misjudged your characters.
What happens if we die in hell?
We're dead.
Well, no, you would die, and then if a fiendish creature slew you, it would be up to it. It might decide to devour your soul and to feast itself in the moment, or the more likely option, it would enslave you into a involuntary contract of internal servitude. You would become devils and work under whichever devil slew you.
Yeah, I'm not super into that, Let's avoid
You
that.
shouldn't be. Well, I don't know how many of these soul gems you have, but having a few extra could mean. I don't know how many of these soul gems you need, how many friends you're there to rescue, but having 1 or 2 extra is always nice if you encounter a dangerous fiend creature that you wish to capture for whatever means. Questioning or whatever.
Cass and Bella have gone out of their way to help you time and time again. You already had trade for 3. I think throwing in the other 2 would only be fair to do right by them for what they've done for you.
He sort of tilts his head, looks at you, and says, I've always been under the assumption that I've done right by you as well. All of your work was funded and paid for, I believe. Here, Sky, you look at this guy like, that's right, robot, hard to negotiate with. Give me a persuasion roll here to see if you can fix the Tin Man's heart, right? As he just sort of looks at you like,
Who's that Pokemon?
Hey! Persuasion.
Holy hell.
He
Nice.
stares at you for a while, and you see like a look of confusion on him. He kind of like thinks about something, says, perhaps you are right. I've not been one for sentiment much in my life, but you all have helped me greatly from the moment I met you. Although I have compensated that in coin, in a moment of stress and emergency like this, I think it's only fair of me to assist you. I would love to see you all again, and possibly even work together. So, yes, that would be most pleasant. Some of my friends, upper acquaintances, if you will, have told me that having powerful allies is a great advantage, if nothing else. So very well. I will, and he pushes forward the 2 others for 5 total of these soul gems, and sort of waves his hand. You see a little sort of magically summoned specter kind of pick up the primordial necklace and carry it off. You managed to change his mind here. He gives you all 5. He says, is there anything else I can assist you with?
I don't think so. And we met one of your allies. She turns into a dragon.
Oh, you've met Nymeria.
Yeah, I saved her son.
You have. Very impressive. She is a very optimistic person. She was very important in my mental recovery. Yeah. Like I said, I don't believe you know this about me, but I guess we never talked about my past, but I wasn't always the person you know today, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I kind of figured that. All
You two are
right,
very intuitive then.
you can say that. She's gonna put, you can put the She's not gonna press anymore about any of that. She doesn't want to talk about the fact that they know him from the past. She's just gonna pick up the gems and all right, we got what we need. Thank you very much.
He just stares at you all. You slowly leave. You all make your way out, having collected. As you guys having collected these soul gems, you sort of head on out and start making your way back down to the port of Iman. There you see gathered are a bunch of these like people, a bunch of guards are looking at like, is this an obvious pirate ship that is parked in our port? And they're kind of like looking as we see the keyhole ship here. You see Captain Deadlock is standing there kind of looking to everyone, kind of like, yes, we're just staying here for a short little while. I hope we don't disturb you. As he's trying to like pass some coins to one of these like dock master here. You see he kind of looks to you all and kind of looks over to you, Roxy, as he kind of looks around the whole city here. Says, beautiful place. Not quite Nicodranus, but beautiful still. This is where you've been spending a lot of your time lately, yeah?
Yeah, it sucks. I want to go back home.
Oh, all right. These people look a little uptight, but so did the Clovis Concord back home. All right. Do you all got what you needed? This puppy's ready to start up the engine.
I think we got everything, Ryan.
Oh, so you are the one to thank for the ride?
Yeah, I'll be your transporter. I'll be
transport captain. That is your occupation then.
He looks over to Roxy, looks over to this guy with a symbol of platinum dragon on his shield, says, "Yes, officer, are you with the guard?"
Sergeant.
Here?
Not here. Stillben.
Stillben. Now that was a great place.
But still
so
a town
many
of
dark
justice.
corners and right.
A veritable master of nautical salvage and acquisitions.
Exactly. This is my merchant vessel. Stillbendo. That's quite a ways away. I remember the place was much rowdier in my day. Had a lot more interesting types.
Still does.
You're saying it's... Oh, really? And would you happen to be... Like he looks at the shield, says, never mind. Right, well, let's move out of the harbor here. Oh, yes, Anna here.
Is there seas in hell?
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but we know there's a lot of fire.
I'm just curious, like, once we go there in the ship, like, we can't move the ship then, because it's going to be, like, it's not in water, right? I'm just trying to think. Have you done this before?
Don't worry. Yeah, we've done all kinds of planar excursions here and there. We're gonna be hopping on over, and the ship, we've purchased all bunch of kinds of fireproof oils and such, making sure the ship doesn't just ignite and go up in flames. So I suspect once we take it over to the other side, we'll be moving a lot slower in those sort of thick with flames kind of waters. So that's all right. We're just gonna make it to the coast. I'm not planning on taking the crew here cruising through the infernal seas. Although I will say we do have another option here. Then he looks over to Cedric, says, "Daughter, mind if I have a word with you in private, real fast?"
Yeah, of course.
Very well. The rest of you excuse us for just one moment. And he sort of walks off with you. You see they're currently like sitting standing at the front of the ship. You see Jonas is kind of looking around at the whole town here, kind of sees you as well, kind of walk over. He's just kind of here ready for this to go down as well. You walk off with your father into his captain's quarters. He sort of closes the door, says, interesting new friends you made?
Yeah, I didn't know who that fucking guy was. If he wants to come and say help cast, so.
Man is literally bursting out of his armor with the size of his biceps and forearms. I say we take him, but it seems like a righteous type, the type that won't like the kinds of things they might see on the in the storage room down below.
I mean, yeah, you want to help? You want help moving it? I mean, we can move it around if you like.
No, not that. I don't mind any of that.
I mean, you mean the prisoners?
No, they're fine too. That's perfectly fine. What I was going to say before your more law-abiding friend here showed up is there's one possible avenue we can take here. Now, swimming in the hellish oceans, while it does sound fun, I don't think is the right move to make. Instead, I was wondering if, well, it seems you've gotten yourself all kinds of skills of someone with fast fingers. I was thinking if you and I, or maybe your new little boyfriend there, want to go out and get your hands on some of that fine broomstone. It's that crystal stuff they put on ships to make them fly. Now that would be quite an advantage. But I'm afraid you can't legally purchase it here.
Oh, I wonder if I could illegally purchase it.
I don't know. I didn't want to mention it in front of your platinum dragon friend there.
All right. Well, I'll see if I can illegally purchase it.
It's just an option. I figured if we got time for this, maybe. If not, and you guys all just want to get it going, that's fine by me.
Well, I'll ask the Brennan's guy, and then away from Cedric, and then we'll see.
Right. I was gonna say ask Anahia, but she's never been off of her
she's gonna totally want to steal it. So.
Right. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to mention.
Yeah, and then she'll go out, and then she'll
excited for this father-daughter trip. This should be. Let's do this.
I'm excited too. That.
All right.
And try to be a little nicer to Jonas. All right, just a little bit. Don't shoot him in the dick.
I wasn't gonna. I was gonna make it a speech if he ever hurts you and that type of stuff. I don't really get to decide who you get to want to spend your time with. But if
there's anyone you want to shoot in the dick, you could totally shoot Belle's husband in the dick. He's totally an asshole.
I don't know. Do I know that guy?
Declan Powell.
I think I know that. I don't know if I've met him properly. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna shoot him in the dick if you don't. So.
Well, all right. I suppose we can put that on the list after we're back from literal hell.
Yeah, let me go ask them. Because just there's gonna be a lot of dragons. Do you think we should want to be flying at all? I mean, I think dragons fly as worse in the lava.
Right, but the ground's on fire and a lot of things are on the ground. So I don't know. I just figure it could be an event to have the option.
That's a good point. All right, I'll ask them.
If it doesn't take too much time, figure it out with them.
All right.
All right.
She'll go out there and she'll.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you two specifically over here?
Yeah, what do you want? What's up?
So Cedric, and she starts flirting with him.
Okay.
So, my dad had an idea about getting stuff to help the ship fly, so that way it's not on fire, and we could probably traverse Avernus a little bit quicker. But
okay.
I would have to go to a place and see if they sell it. Not a very lawful place, obviously.
What are you talking about?
Broomstone.
Yeah, there's a reason why that's not legal to buy.
You guys hear a whistle, and you look on up, and you see another ship like flying and about to go to the skyport in the Cloudtop district.
It's possible they may have it on, buying it in the underground market. It's possible.
Yeah, how much though?
Depends on what he wants for it. I mean, it's possible he may just want me to kill someone for it.
What if we just go up there to the skyship docks and take it?
You want to steal it instead? I mean, listen, I'm fine with that. It's whatever you want to do. I thought maybe trying to purchase it illegally would probably be better than stealing it, but you know, I'm trying to do better in my life. Apparently,
Or
Some of
you
them-
can find a guy who has it, right? Oh, I've got the stone, right? And then you just kill him and you take it instead of buying it.
okay, you know what? I don't know what the fuck happened here, okay? Because I'm the one who's like, you know, maybe we should just purchase it. You're saying steal it, you're saying kill someone for it. What the fuck is going on? This is crazy. I feel like I'm living in like an alternate. I'm not
Right,
saying this is
so,
bad. This is pretty cool. But I'm just like, wow.
I'm not above like stealing. Done that before. A lot of times, actually. Going to the underground market, you know, they could have it. I'm not gonna lie and say that they don't. But that could also be a sting operation too. You could find people down there that are just waiting for someone to come along and want to buy it, and then, you know, not good things happen.
Good point.
And then she points to Bryn. And what the fuck happened to you? Why are you wanting to just murder people all of a sudden?
Well, I'm just saying, if they're already in the underground market and they're selling the shoes, it's like, you really missing anyone? Like, fuck.
Not everybody in the underground market is.
I'm not saying it's a bad change. I'm just like, wow. You know, it's just severely drastic. I mean, you know, I know you're going through your shit, so I'm not going to judge. All right, you know what? We'll go with, how about we have plan A? Try to steal it, and then we can't, and then we kill someone for it. I mean, we could do either, you know. And if plan C, I'll just try to steal it. I'll try to buy it.
Look, that's why I'm saying we just go into one of them airships and take it, because A, it's already fashioned for what it needs, and B, it's just right fucking there.
If we remove it, wouldn't the ship like fall to the ground and like crash and possibly kill people underneath?
Not if you take some from a couple of ships. Get what you need from each one. The other, they should stay relatively aloft. They might not move as quick as they wanted to, but they ain't gonna crash down on everybody below them.
For the uninitiated,
You don't think we're gonna have to
what is
kill
the deal
people
with these
for that?
stones? Why can't you purchase them?
Who the hell's that?
Because the law said no.
Oh, as a player, I have no idea.
Pokemon!
Oh, they're very, very expensive. That's
It's
what
very
keeps the
rare.
sky
It's,
ships sailing in the air.
Yes, they are in like the art that I showed you guys before. Let me see where it is. Yeah, this thing. You see those giant blue crystals in the back that are glowing? That is what's making the ship fly. And there's only a handful amount of it in the world. They're very hard to make and hard to enchant. And that's how ships fly. That's like the ship flying technology, right? If you can get them right, you might be able to sort of not worry about some dangerous things in Avernus. But, you know, it's a dangerous thing. No one's out there selling these legally. You got to go through like proper channels and such. And obviously you don't have the time for that.
Look, I'm just saying that those things are fucking huge, and the amount we'd need to propel a ship. If you think we're gonna be able to steal one of them and put it in our back pocket,
Whoa! I got this cool handkerchief. It could hold 10 feet, square feet of shit.
yeah, I think they're bigger than fucking 10 feet. They're
One of
pretty
them
big.
would fit in. One of them, they're like this one on the ship here, for reference, is like 7 foot tall stone that's like 3 foot wide. They're like really big. Yeah.
All right.
Well, we need that kind of size for a pirate
You
ship.
too.
Hear me
Probably,
out.
yeah,
What
yeah.
if Plan B, we hijack an airship, we take it somewhere else, and then we outfit your dad's ship with it?
Steal an airship. I mean, listen, we just gone to him on. This is totally gonna make us banned again. Not that I give a fuck. I don't care.
Fuck him on.
But the
I don't
problem is we
fuck
got
with
that.
I
We got
live
that.
here. What do you mean?
We have that golden motherfucker. He's gonna totally snitch on us.
You still got them drugs? You could just like in his face and knock him out.
But it could turn him into a fucking wet animal. That
I
would be a
feel-
total waste. You see how hot that guy is? It'd be a fucking waste.
Yeah, but I feel like
Wait
a
a
were
second.
animal is a lot easier to convince and or manipulate than a fucking conservative Bahamut.
Yeah, I feel terrible though. He would be like a wet animal forever. No,
I'm sure we
well,
could-
where the fuck were both of you when I first joined
So
this
while
group?
they're all doing that, Cedric is talking to Anna about like the righteous path of redemption and Bahamut and all that.
Oh yes.
Handing him the pamphlets.
The copper dragon, right? So it's something like that,
Alternatively, what would it take to take the keyhole's jump drive and put it elsewhere?
You have to disassemble the ship.
Ah,
It's like built into the lower area of the ship.
I just like the idea of an airship
is-
heist.
as-
Like that just sounds fun.
You guys think you think to yourself that this might be a thing. It's probably very risky to try to do this. If we had a way to easily pull it off, we could try. If not, we should probably hurry on along and get to hell.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that based on what's going on, I don't think we're going to be able to do this without killing anyone. And I think that the risk versus reward just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I like the
okay.
idea of stealing their ship. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but can we do that without killing anyone?
Well, yeah, if you restrain yourself.
I mean,
Then we're going to be banned again, and I got an apartment here.
While you guys are talking about this, there's a couple walking down the docks. Like, have you heard that? There's gonna be war. There's a war in the north. Oh my god, how horrible is the world getting? As you guys are talking about stealing a ship.
Guys, I got an
All right.
idea. I got an idea. So you know how we told them there's gonna be a war? Why don't we put disguises on and pretend to be assailants from the people we warned them about?
I mean that.
oh, man.
You're not gonna believe this. Archon showed up and
You could say that's
stole one of our
Archon.
sky ships.
I'll fucking be Archon right now. I'll pretend to be him.
Archon stole an airplane. Oh no.
That might work. You know, that might fucking work.
Yep. Okay, yep.
They would totally get off the ship. Could be like, oh shit, Archon's serious business.
Alright, I could do that.
Alternatively, if time is of the essence, why don't we just get a spell or something that can just protect the ship once we make it there? I know we're going to be slow moving, but in hindsight, we still have to take time to outfit the ship with that stuff too.
Yeah,
You see
I
that?
know.
You see that the pirates here, the sailors here, have already gathered some sort of materials. Like the captain said, they're applying some oil, right? You see, they're scrubbing some weird kinds of oil and coating the ship in it and such. If you guys sort of smell it, it smells powerful smell of like a burning of cinder and such. As you see, they're applying all kinds of potions of fire resistance and fire immunities and such. So ship's gonna be fine against fire, right? But that said, you realize it might be too complicated to try and steal a ship.
Alright.
We could maybe do it, but this is the capital city. There's flying mages around the city, and there's
Yeah,
guards.
it's really
and
risky.
such. This is not low level town, right? There's the government lives here, right? And that's the next building next to the skyport.
All right, we'll put this on the back burner. I totally want to steal the ship now. That'd be sick to have a sky ship.
Put that on a personal quest list for now, but maybe for later. Excellent. In that case, you guys all make ready. As you all gather on the deck of the ship, as you sail out of the port of Iman here, you see Captain Deadlock sort of comes on out, looks to everyone, and there's this cold wind that blows across the ocean, Lucidian, the Osmid Sea, on this side. He looks to everyone and says, friends, new and old, this is about the time we all prepare ourselves. Something truly stunning is about to happen. We're all about to get a lot warmer and sweatier than we were mere moments ago. The arcane batteries, the doodads are all in place. Everyone's got their weapons sharpened, their armors lacquered and ready. This is going to be one hell of an adventure. You all ready? Kind of looks around to everyone. As everyone sort of nods, all right, let's do this. As everyone's getting ready, he looks to her and says, from what I've been told, the moment we hop on over, there's going to be a powerful heat wave that's going to wash across all of us. Now, the ship here can take it. But what about the rest of you? Are you all okay with a little bit of heat? You see a bunch of sailors start taking their shirts off and pants off immediately. All right, let's fucking do this.
If everybody could get close to me, you'll be alright. And You can use your potions too. That'll probably negate all of it, but as long as you stay close to me, it won't hurt his bed. And my aura of resistance is going to be set to fire.
You,
Hell yeah.
you don't want to strip down? That seems kind of fun.
That is pretty
No.
fun. I'm gonna hand because I got 2 fire resist potions. I'm gonna give one to Jonas and then one to me.
Yeah, he sort of grabs it. Is going to look at you like, should I drink it now? Do you think, or maybe save it for a hard time?
I say take it when you feel like the heat is too much.
Very good. Yeah. All right. Very well. He sort of gives you a look. Says, "All right. I didn't imagine our honeymoon to look something like this, but
I totally did.
hmm.
I'm gonna grab some of the holy water and try to hand it to some of the crew. Like, here's some backup holy water for everyone.
One guy takes it, drinks it, says, "Oh, thank you. I needed that." He gives it back.
Oh, fuck it.
As you sort of continue to get ready here, you see Quip sort of look around, look over to you, says,
Mistress, this place we're going to, it's very scary. It's where all the devils stay. They don't like my kind. They don't like your kind, but they hate my kind. If they see me, they're gonna wring me dry of all my intestines.
Can't you turn yourself into like that small bug and you can just like hang out in my hair?
They can sense it. I stink.
You don't stink. I don't smell you.
It's like soul stink or some shit. I don't know how it works. They can tell.
They have to get through me first. I stink too, I guess.
Oh, okay. I'll turn into something conspicuous.
and he turns in. It says inconspicuous. He turns into a sloth and sticks onto your arm.
That's perfect.
As you guys look around, the captain's dog says, "All right, then, it's time now." He looks over to the first mate. We see this like tall Goliath woman with like one shaved side of the head. You guys have seen this lady around. She's like a water ashari person or something. You guys have not talked to her much. She's got like a big smile on her face. Says, "Fellas, hit it!" And as she sort of like waves, we hear down in the engine room, and there's this pulse wave that goes on out. You all feel yourself kind of like pushed away and then pulled further in towards the ship here. As in an instant, you transcend reality and enter Avernus. You all watch as a world around you melts away. The bright colors of the ocean, the pale blues, and the white clouds of the skies above disappear. And instead, everything around you, like paper burning away, like everything before that was around you was just a play on some sort of a stage, burns away, revealing a hellish landscape. You see, as you sort of sail through this portal, you see in the distance a dark forest, the shadows and rustlings of strange animals that whisper past black passages under ancient trees, and you see further on in the darkness is a gate of stone engraved with an arc with words that say, as the gate opens, you see the words burn in infernal above, saying, "Abandon all hope, all ye who enter here." Beyond the gate, you see wandering are lost souls, spirits, malformed, horrifyingly mutated, of what obviously kind of look like humanoids of some kind, but have been altered. They're beginning to grow scales and horns. You see a river, a vast river of black water that you fall into as everyone sort of adjusts and grabs the railing here. As you all approach the railing and sort of look down, you see kind of a swirling and moving in the serpentine wave, kind of reaching out towards you from beneath the surface of the water. Souls, thousands upon thousands, if not more, of these lost souls that just help me, forgive me, I didn't mean to, please, as they're sort of calling out to you and such, as all of you feel this heat slam in onto you all here. all of you, the party members, are gathered around Bryn. Bryn, with your elemental sort of aura here, you get to choose one element, and you have chosen fire, and everyone around you is now resistant to fire, correct? As the fire comes on in, all of you feel protected. You see some of the sails begin to burn a little bit, and some of the sailors quickly begin to sort of put the fires out and such, as many of the sailors here are starting to sweat pretty badly here as they're looking around. You guys look around you here. You sail now up the river Styx. As the Black River continues to go on, you guys hear this distant explosions like thunder as you look off into the distance, and you see there a vast battle happening. You guys are sort of sailing, and you see a mountain, and atop this mountain you see flying, and they look like bugs, like mosquitoes from this distance, but they must be a few miles away. Therefore they must be truly enormous. Some sort of flying creatures that are swarming together, impacting against another group. You see two armies are battling against each other in the far off distance. As you see all these sailors kind of look around and over the ledge like, whoa, holy shit, what is happening? As you guys begin to sail, you see Captain Deadlock look around, sort of like hand raised, looking, nod. We seem to have made it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, get your weapons ready. Real shit begins now. You see Jonas kind of stride on up. He jumps onto the railing and is just going to, like, Legolas style, like, standing on the railing, kind of balancing there, looking out and across.
I would like to push him into the river Styx.
He sort of looks around and says, there's a lot of these damn souls around. Be careful not to get too close to them. They might try to drag you into the river. He sort of continues to look out. As you sort of continue to look on around, you hear a sound from nearby. As this happens, I'm going to roll a...
Who's that Pokemon?
Sky, as you're like, what an astute observation. You hear a sound nearby, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as something hits you.
Something hits me?
Yeah.
Oh. Dexterity saving throw.
Yes. You feel a little sting.
18.
18. You feel a little sting of something, and you smack it. You see a mosquito that you've sort of like blasted open, right? You see like strange black blood that pours from it, as you see some strange bug that tried to bite you. Which sort of seems odd. As you look around and you see some more of these bugs begin to land. These kind of like little look like sturges, kind of like mosquitoes that landing on some people. Some people are trying to like push them away and such. How odd. I'm
going to say you don't let these bite you if you can avoid it.
You guys see, yes, there's some sort of strange necrotic, like, insects that are trying to, like, swarm people in the ship. Not, like, too many where they're, like, obviously super dangerous. They're subtle enough. They're, like, alone. Each of them kind of separating to go to different people. But you guys definitely notice immediately these strange, like, insects begin to try to bite people.
Alright, I'm gonna cast this now. Hold on. If roll 20 will fucking let me. It
Again? Damn.
Alright, here we go.
Bad luck. Prayer of Resolve. What is this? 1 minute cast, 1 hour duration. Choose up to 6 creatures. You manage to allies preservance that... Choose up to 6 creatures. Each target gains temporary points equal to 1d10 plus your spellcasting modifier. Interesting. And if you do it at 3rd level or higher, they get more. Oy! Okay, that is 1 plus your charisma modifier,
6,
which is
guys. You get 6.
All right,
temp
everyone
HP.
gets 6 hit points.
It looks like your trend of rolling, let's continue.
Different class, same player. All right. All right, still that's like 30 hit points to the whole class to the group, right? So that is very good.
That's why I wanted you to roll the d4 for the dragon, not me.
As you guys arrive, you see a sort of coast up ahead, and you see as kind of Captain Deadlock looks around and says, "Well, kids, we made it in here, but I don't know how clever it is to keep sailing upstream. Your boyfriend here might be right. The more attention we get from these souls, who knows what else will start looking as well. Might be a better idea to dock somewhere, drop anchor nearby, and take it on foot. Now, that means we got two options here. If you wish, I could as well come with you, and some of the crew may be here to help on along. Do you all prefer subtlety in low numbers or strength in larger ones?
Probably best you stay back with your ship. Keep it protected for when we come running.
I agree.
You're the only way out of here, Captain. We need you.
Well, in case something does happen to me, there's a few here on the crew that might be able to take you back. If any of you knows any magic, you might be able to work the engine down below as well. But yeah, all right. Just kind of looks to Roxy and says, "Stay safe out there, best as you can in a place like this."
You too, Don.
All right.
She'll give him a hug.
You see, give me a perception roll.
Oh no.
He puts something in your pocket as he hugs you. Like, he tries to do it subtly that you don't notice, but you catch it. You're extremely perceptive.
Yeah, when they're walking, she'll see what he put in there, but not right now. She doesn't want to ruin it that he tried to slyly do something, but I can still see it.
Yeah.
It's a sack lunch.
Oh.
He just sort of gives you a hug back and kind of nods and looks to Jonas, says, "Better keep an eye on her. If you want to go back home, she better be coming back with you." And he looks back and nods as he says, "Don't worry, she's my main priority." And he walks up the ship. As you guys step off of the ship here, you watch he drives on up to a little coast here, sails on up and drops the anchor. They drop you guys down. Extreme heat, very close to the black, sort of like the river of black here, and then the lava bubbling past it at the edges of it. As you guys sort of get onto this sort of kind of like wasteland coast, red sand everywhere, pillars of stone that sort of jut out with spikes on top of them there. As you guys sort of emerge there, we see little kind of like centipede creatures and little larva creatures kind of crawling over the floor, clearing the path as soon as you guys are approaching, kind of moving out of the way here. As you guys get down here, let's go backwards in roll 20 here. Anahia, aka Zach, go ahead and roll me a D100 roll. See what's the first thing that happens as you guys get on land.
Roll 3, it'll be funny.
90.
Damn.
High is bad. What'd you get?
90.
90. Okay. Hold on. Give me one
Are you
second.
sure?
Last time was the damn meteor swarm, bro.
That's true. Last time was a meteor. Different hell, though. This is not the hell, the kind of hell that meteors fall from the sky. Yeah.
What hell were we in the other game?
You were in Phlegathos, which is the 4th level of hell.
Gotcha.
Okay. Wow, that's still pretty bad. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm going to bring you guys to a situation and tell you what happened.
Man, you should have me roll.
I know, right?
You're next. You're up next. So
You got this, Bryn.
I'm gonna roll a 100, guys. Watch.
No, not right now. Save it for now. I will tell you right away, if you roll 100, one of these worst case scenario things will happen. So that's bad. Don't do that. 90 is... Well, we're up there somewhere. But this is what happens. As you guys are getting off the ship here, As you sort of walk on over, so it's sort of like River Styx, the black water of it at the very center of it, and then sort of right on the coast of it, there's lava that kind of melds with it, this river of lava that connects to it, and then the coast. You guys sort of sail up to the lava, and kind of in a little boat, there's also like fireproof, make it onto the coast here. As you step off of the ship, you immediately see here, like skeletons of some sort of like gigantic prehistoric seeming beasts. You kind of look on around and spot a bunch of these sort of like small devils that immediately like flee, little imps that fly away immediately. And as you guys do, you see one of these imps that is sort of like looking through a carcass of some sort of slain creature, turns and kind of looks at you all and kind of like stands to look at you all, and then you see Seth sort of shake for a moment, and his eyes open and are now glowing with bright green color. As you see this imp like grab onto his throat as if he's in some sort of terrible pain, you watch his little head pops and explodes as his body falls to the ground. As you guys step onto the shore, like, what the hell was that? You hear a sound up ahead after a few more moments. The sound of wings. And you see emerging from across the like ridge of stones is a equally beautiful and terrible lady. You see a woman in plate armor wielding a sword of fire with these like strangely angelic, like feathery wings. And she calls out after, she points to you all and calls out in an infernal. The might of Asmodeus has come. You will be slaves to our war. Capture them! And you hear rumbling and shaking, and leaping onto the sort of ridge and over it from behind her are a group of these like giant toad devils, as well as these hellhounds, these sort of like flaming hound creatures, flaming dog creatures, as they all sort of come out in force. Apparently, the moment you mortals arrived here into hell, somebody noticed, and somebody's come to collect. I'm going to put you guys on a little map here. That's where you guys are here. And emerging in front of you with a group of devils is this welcome in party, you guys. This is the lady we see, this fucking crazy looking, like flaming, like angelic wings person. And then we have these like hellhound creatures with fire within their mouths. And then these weird, like giant toad devil creatures. As you guys appear here, the moment you arrive, we're gonna roll initiative, please.
I don't know, guys. Bringing 3 paladins into hell probably wasn't a good idea.
I will say, bringing a bunch
You're
of
not a
paladins,
celestial beacon.
bringing a bunch of paladins, both great, powerful idea, but also that's exactly how you piss these people off. That's exactly how you do it. Okay, nice, very good, great rolls here, very good rolls. All right, for reference here, to not slow down initiative any further and such, you guys do have Jonas here with you. Do you guys want him to be a part of these initiatives to help you, which means he'll be taking turns, right? Or do you want to say, like, he's in the background helping us, he's fighting all these creatures with us, but I don't need to, like, roll for him and slow down the game type of stuff?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, background's cool.
Sounds good. All right, excellent. As that is said, let's roll for these guys. First thing that happens, let's go. She's going to roll initiative. Then these frog creatures are going to roll initiative. Then these hellhounds are going to roll initiative. Okay, there we go. Let us begin our first combat with our new friends and new characters here. But something that does stay the same is Roxy. You, of course, go first. What would you like to do? Everyone go ahead and move yourselves up to your move speed before combat begins, as you realize there's immediate envoy of devils sent to capture you.
How high are these rocks?
About 10 feet.
Okay, I'll move here, just to get up here. And I'm gonna. You said this is the head lady who was saying stuff.
Yes, she's 60 feet up in the air.
She's up in the air.
Yeah, she's 60 feet up.
Okay, I'll shoot her.
She's big old fire wings. Give me that attack roll. You have advantage because you go before her. Nice, 26 totally hits. Very good. Give me some damage. Put that sneak attack on there.
Can I bonus action Hunter's Mark her?
You could have, yeah, for sure. Bonus action Hunter's Mark for more damage. Oh, nice. That is going to be 15, 34 points of damage to her. Solid hit, does not look that injured. She takes it straight where her heart would be, and then with her sword just cuts the arrow in half, leaving the sort of arrow inside of where her heart should be at least.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot her again.
Cedric, you got pretty far up there. How much is your movement, man?
Mounted is 60.
That's right, you have your mount. Let me bring out your mount here. Additionally, any of you who want to have your mounts out can. All of them should be your mount. Cedric, your mount is Sable.
That's correct.
Is this the one?
Oh my god, of course you have a white horse.
White horse, very good. The rest of you have your outwardly steeds in the pets, mounts, and summons folder in the characters in the subfolder of the characters folder. Very good. Ooh, the Storm Wolf here. Bryn, that is your mount as well, which means as long as you're on it, you can use its movement. While you guys are not on your mounts, they can act as combat companions. They can actually like attack stuff and stuff like that. Okay.
I don't think my second attack's an advantage. I think it's just the first one, right?
No, you have all of them advantage. If you go before someone, you just have advantage in the first round. All right, that totally hits. Give me some more damage. Bam, there we go. That is going to be very good. 17 more points of damage. You're doing great damage. She's not getting too bloodied quite yet. Very tough opponent.
Yeah, that's fair. And I used my bonus action already in my movement, so I'm gonna stay right here.
All right.
Who's that Pokemon?
Next up, we go to... Oh, I double tapped it. We go to Sky here. Sky, as you feel the heat of the hells surrounding you here, as you begin to make ready your magic on the same initiative as you, aka initiative 20 here, you, Cedric, and these things. Skylet, as the ground begins to shake, you're like, wait, what's happening here? You hear behind you explosions. You turn to look, and bursting out of the lava field behind you are two, like, 60-foot long, devilish, like fiendish snake creatures. You see these two creatures roar, these leviathan snake, hellish leviathan snakes, emerge and roar and look around like, what is all the commotion? And then look up to you, or really anything that is in front of them. As you realize these creatures will be, well, not yet, joining us in initiative soon. As they assess who to go for.
Well, fuck.
It's your turn.
All right. Shit. All right. Well, I'm gonna use a bonus action, and I'm gonna activate.
Yeah.
Gonna activate Mantle of Flame.
Ooh, what is this? Let's see. As a bonus action, you mentioned reach yourself in flames. For 1 minute, you gain the following benefits. You're glowing. You're literally glowing. Wow. Any creature that touches you, it takes 5 damage equal to your charisma. Whenever you roll to inflict damage, you may add charisma to the damage. You can use this feature twice. At level 6, you can use it 3 times. Very cool, very cool. Awesome. So what does this look like as we see, as you guys feel this intense heat behind you, and you look over and you see finally Sky, who has regained her powers. What do we see?
So is she like spins around and gets ready. She like pulls out her gun, like it's up and going. And there's this moment where there's like this like flickering haze of like the heat like rising up off of her body, and then where like normally her Asmar wings would like burst up out of her back, there is just this sudden eruption of like fire. Is this like shroud and cloak like forms around her, and there's like this burning silhouette of like a bird that sort of like encompasses her and then like settles back into these wings that are on just like sitting tucked into her back. And then we are going to take aim at that first big snake there. That one.
The snakes are not attacking right now. They're just sort of looking around. If you do attack them, they might immediately like freak out and start attacking. Yeah.
Oh,
so for now, they're just like, yeah. For now, they just bursted out because they got. You realize they're not with these guys.
Yeah.
They just got attracted by like the noise, right? So they're looking around, but you realize like I'm the closest. They're probably eventually gonna go for me unless I like scoot towards like away from them. These are gigantic devil creatures. These are truly gigantic creatures. You realize like okay, I would rather fight the people up top than the bottom.
Yeah. All right, then. I am going to move a little bit closer. Be like, we got friends. And I'll move right over here. And then I'm going to lob into the middle here as I spend a sorcery point to add to it. Where did my little additives go? All that stuff is gone. What the fuck? Oh, no, there they are. All right, cool.
It's all good. We're taking it slow.
Yep.
We're getting used to these new high-level abilities that we have. It's all good. What you got?
So I'm going to add Hungering Flame to it for a sorcery point. Or no, that's Hungering Flames is, yeah, one point. Cool. So it will add my charisma modifier again to damage, and I am going to spend a fireball into the middle of these guys out here.
Ooh, okay. The lady's 60 feet up. I don't think you can get her with a 40-foot radius or a 20-foot radius, right? But you can get all the guys on the ground.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
And then I'm also going to throw.
The only thing I gotta mention here is if you want to, I think, get the one bottom here, you might have to get Bryn. I don't think there's a way you get the one without.
It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine because I'm also going to spend another sorcery point to do Careful Spell, so the Bryn's not hurt.
Does Careful Spell make it so she's not hurt, or does she take? Does it count as if she like succeeded the save? Because that was always
no. It says it maneuvers around them. That's the way it is. It maneuvers around your allies.
Excellent, very good. All right.
Here we go.
Let's see some fireball. No, that's firebolt. So that's the single.
Sorry.
One,
yeah, I know. Hold on.
A lot of fire types, I imagine you have on your screen.
I have a lot of fire.
Bam! Look at that. Nice.
And
this is what level? This is a 5th?
Yep.
Oh
and
my god.
I bypass resistance.
Yes, you do. I was going to say, like, but to Jess, these are devils. They are resistant to fire. What are you thinking? But wait. And how is it that you prevail against their, like, innate ability to resist fire? How is that possible?
They hit, and the fire just burns that much fucking hotter. Like
I was more still looking for like a mechanical explanation why you can do that. So you can brag about your cool abilities, but this is fine too.
Because being a Phoenix sorcerer, I am just that much more connected to the flame.
Hell yes. Very good. Okay, this is 42 points of damage if they fail here. Incredible. All of these creatures, of course, resistant to fire, and of course, it doesn't matter even a little. Here's the 3 saves for the Hellhounds. What's your DC? 19. My god. Okay, actually 4, right? Because your Careful Spell is going to make it so you hit the other one of there. 19. One of them succeeds. Okay, 42. So that's 21 damage to one of them, and then 42 to everyone else. Okay, all of the Hellhounds are looking very badly injured now. Wow. Incredible. High-level fireballs. Let's go. These frog guys all make a quick dex save. 14, 7, 13, all fails. Did you say 42? They have exactly 42 hit points. They all 3 die instantly from the fireballs. That's crazy. Boom! Giant fireball here. The Hellhounds are taking damage. The lady is too high up in the sky and does not take anything additional here. These guys are out of the initiative. You watch their souls burn away and their fiendish ichor is left on the ground. As this fireball whoosh, screams through the air and then detonates with incredible intensity. Nicely done, Sky. Very good. That's your bonus in action and movement. I think that's going to be your turn.
That's it.
Let's go. Incredible. Cedric, it is now your turn. You up on your steed.
He's going to move. How do I move both of them?
You click and drag like you're about to grab multiple items at the same time, right? And once they're both marked, you just move them.
How do you mark both of them?
You click somewhere next to them and drag like you're trying to grab multiple items on your desktop or something, right?
Oh, no, that didn't work.
I can't show you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's no way for me to show you. Yeah, it's fine. You can move yourself, and I'll move your mount afterwards.
I can't grab the mount.
There we go.
That's probably why.
Oh, really? How is that? Let me see. Let me see why that is. If Roll20, my God, Roll20 is absolutely shitting the bed here. Why is that? Why can I? That's all right. I'll figure that out in a moment here.
Sure.
You do your turn.
All right. He will attack this guy over here first.
It says that it should be fine. Excellent. Let's do that.
That one. All right. Hurricane Lance. 23.
23 totally hits.
Damage.
There you go. Try to move it now. You should be able to. Nice. That is good. Which one is this? Top right or bottom left?
This guy. Top right.
Okay, that is 19 points of damage here. Extra radiant because of your paladin ability. You killed this hellhound instantly. Nicely done.
Second attack. This guy here.
Boom. Let's go for the second one. Keep in mind, you can always use your divine smite. Spend a spell slot to do a divine smite to do extra damage.
I'm not holding that.
23 hits as well. Very good. That is 18 points of damage. This is the guy that succeeded. They will take 18 and are now bloodied, but not yet dead. There we go. Nicely done. Okay. Very, very good. Excellent. That's your 2 attacks. Unless you have a bonus action something.
I do, but I'm not going to use it. I'm good.
Okay, very, very good. Next on up, we go to the Aranes. This sort of devil knight woman here. Up in the sky, she looks down to you all and says, "Intruders, you have forced your way into Avernus and made it your tomb." She will swoop down with a flying speed of 60 here and choose one of you to absolutely obliterate. I'm gonna roll to see who she decides here. We're going in Roll20 order, a D5 roll. Number 2, Roxy. She goes for you. Roxy, after you shoot her with an arrow, she's going to swoop down directly towards you. Roxy, as she does, you see she draws a blade in one hand and whips out a lasso in the other and throws it at you to sort of wrap around you. Can I have you, Roxy, make a dex save against her entangling rope ability here? So DC 16, or you become restrained. Okay. Roxy, not quite what we were looking for here. Roxy, you take 18 points of force damage as she grabs you with this. As you are restrained with this rope, she's going to fly on down with her blade and start slashing against you. Roxy, this lady now has advantage against you because you are restrained at the moment. This is really bad news. She approaches.
Question:
Yes,
Does
of course.
teleport is restrained stop you from teleporting?
No.
Okay.
Okay. She's going to approach and make 3 withering sword attacks against you. She has advantage because you are restrained. Here is the first one. That's a 24 against you.
Yeah, I will use the cloak, the shadow cloak, to have that and to teleport.
Ooh, awesome. Go ahead. Move yourself up to 30 feet. Everything here is dim light. There's no sun here.
Okay. Okay. Right there.
Bam, there we go. Okay. Very good.
I still
you
take
would have
half that.
Yes, that's 20 slashing and 15 necrotic. So 35 down to 17 damage.
Make sure you guys have your additional hit points.
Yeah, remember you have 6, right? 6 or 7? 6, right? Temporary hit points. So that goes first, and then your hit points.
So I took the 12 from the whatever failing this rope. So
right. That's you took 18 from that one first. So yes.
Yeah. And then how much is this other one?
And this is 35 down to 17 after a reduction from the shadow cloak. Okay. Now she has no movement. Well, actually, sorry, she has 15 more movement left. So it means she can actually go for Bryn or Sky here. Here's a D2. Bryn, there's 1. Sky's 2. Bryn, the Knightess approaches you to attack here. She no longer has her rope here, so he's going to just attack her with Withering Sword twice. No advantage. Bryn, 10 and a 19. Not even. Bam, bam, as you block both of these attacks. There we go. That is going to be her turn. She is like 5 feet off the ground. She's like adjacent to you, but like off the ground, right?
Yeah, that's cute.
All right. That is going to be the Aranessa's turn. She looks around, sees that most of her minions are already getting destroyed. She whistles loudly, and you guys hear some more commotion coming from the north. There we go. That is her turn. Wait, why do we have Cedric twice in initiative? How did that happen? We have him at 20 and a 16. Do you guys see him on a 16, or is that... Oh, no, that's the previous roll. That's the test roll we did at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't see it.
I was like, what the... Why do I see that? Yeah, my bad. That is going to be...
That's his paladin ability?
He just goes again. All right. The Hellhounds are next. There's 3 of them left. One, well, actually, 2 are going to go for Cedric here, and 1 is going to go for Bryn over here. Okay. Cedric, as they approach you, both of these are going to attack your mount. As you are too high up for them to attack, they're going to go for the legs of your horse here. They both get something called Pack Tic Tacs, where they gain advantage if they're fighting together. Pack Tactics here, they're going to make attacks with advantage. This is against your mount. That's a 23 from the first and a 13 from the second. I believe both hit. Now, Cedric, you have a special ability as a mounted combatant. Should you choose to, you can force these attacks to target you instead of your mount. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay, which means one of those is a 23, which does hit you. The other one, of course, misses. Yes, there we go, mounted combatant. Cedric, one of them bites you, and you take 11 piercing and 4 points of fire damage. You are not within the range of Bryn's aura here to gain that fire resistance, so that's just 15 damage to you. Bam.
Cool.
There we go.
So
that is going to be there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, take 9.
Yes, after the temporary, exactly. Okay, very good. That is going to be a turn. Anahia, it is your turn. You see these flaming creatures here. You draw your weapon. You ready yourself. It's time to fight. It's time to dance.
Okay.
What you got?
Oh, it's wait. Okay, I gotta read my abilities real quick. Sorry. because it's just I need to understand exactly how this works. Wait.
What you got?
Okay, you don't. So within 5 feet of it, no other creatures within 5 feet of you, and you don't. Okay,
Basically, if you're 1v1 someone, you don't need friends to give you sneak attack. You can 1v1 someone and still get sneak attack. Yeah.
So well, that's what I'm trying to understand is like but it doesn't matter if they're engaged with somebody.
Let's see. You can also additional way to use sneak attack. You don't need advantage if someone is nearby. Sneak attack dice doesn't have a disadvantage. Yeah, as long as you have disadvantage, you have always sneak attack, right? You don't need advantage to get sneak attack. You do not need someone to stand next to a person to get sneak attack. You could just walk up to any of these like people if they're isolated by themselves, and you still get sneak attack. Yeah. As you have your, like, you know, fucking Jack Sparrow duel on the ship type of thing, 1v1 type of thing, right? Basically, it just means you will get your sneak attacks pretty much always, no matter if there's friends there or not.
So for example, if I'm understanding this right, I have to be either here or here in order to get sneak attack. I can't be next to them.
No. You can still get sneak attack normally, right? This is just an additional way to get sneak attack. So
that's right, because they're engaged.
Yes. So, for example, I'll say, just as an example here, if this Hellhound was here instead, you wouldn't have anyone to give you sneak attack by standing next to them, right? To give you sneak attack. If you just walk up to them, your Rakish Audacity says, I still get sneak attack, even though there's no friends nearby.
Okay, gotcha.
But you still get it normally from having advantage or from attacking them once they're next to one of your friends.
Yeah, okay. I want to go over here. I want to attack her. I'm just
excellent.
You look a little interesting. Let's dance. And, you know.
Very good.
I will attack with the Wave Ripper here. Let's see if it hits. First attack. Here we go. 17.
17 against her will miss, actually.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Here's the second attack with a without the proficiency, so we'll have to subtract that.
Yes. No, it's not without proficiency. It's without extra damage to the roll. That does hit. 24 totally hit. So basically, you roll dice here. You do damage as normal. However, you don't get to add your attack modifier, which for you I think is Dex.
Correct.
Right.
So I still will do sneak attack on this, right?
Yes, you do. Absolutely, you do.
Okay. Here we go.
Nice. There we go. So only thing that is removed from this is from the 10, your dex bonus is 5, remove a 5, and that's your extra mastery bonus attack. Yeah, right? So that is 5 plus 12 here. That is going to be 17 points of damage, and you can still smite on top of this should you choose. Do you want to smite?
Sorry. Is the Wave Ripper doing the correct damage? Isn't it supposed to do another d6?
Let me see. Growing pains here, friends. Once again, we gotta figure out what we do and such. It's alright. Wave Ripper, your weapon here. There you go. Blam. It does extra 1d6 force damage on impact, which I don't think it is.
I don't see it in there.
I see 3d6. Yeah, I don't think it is. Do you want me to edit that real fast to fix it up?
Yes, please.
I got you covered real fast. Bam, and that is 1d6 force damage. For now, just roll me a d6 manually for this one, and then it'll be added in the future. 4 more, so 21 points of damage to her. Very good. She's nearly bloodied from that. So that is not your second attack. That's your extra attack here.
Right.
You get from your mastery and the mastery of the scimitar.
Is she immune to fire damage?
She is immune to fire damage.
So she's vulnerable to that force damage. So
yes, she is. The ability of the Wave Saber here that when you are attacking creatures that are fully immune to fire, they instead vulnerable. All of her friends here were resistant. She is fully immune, and therefore she will take extra 4, aka double that last roll you got. Very nicely done. You still have one more attack.
I think I'm going to try to take this guy out. So
Kill the
the
fire
hound.
dog. Very good.
So let's say see if I can do it. 16.
Let's see. 16 is going to hit the hellhound. Very good. Give me some damage. There we go. Nice. That is going to be 70 points of damage. You destroy this hellhound. It is gone. Very nicely done. There we go. Dispatching these devils with ease. All of you are making quick work of them here. Very good. Anahia.
I still have a bonus action. Wait.
You do still have a bonus action.
What's my cunning action? I just need to remember what I can do.
You can dash, disengage, or hide.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to just be chilling here then. Hey, come get me.
She's looking around to all of these combatants around her as she whistled for help. She's waiting for something or someone to arrive.
Yeah, I want to just get in her face and hope that she attacks me.
Very good, very good. Bryn, you are up next.
Yeah, I'm going straight for an attack, and I'm going to use the hill strike from my giant feet as well.
Ooh.
Oh, fucking hell.
Not with a 14, however. Unlucky
we're going to try again.
Let's try one more time. 21 totally does hit, however, as your flail empowers itself and then boom, slams into her. Very good. Give me some damage. All the damage you got. Hey, look at that. Radiant, an extra lightning from your bracers here, and extra hill strike.
We're going to throw a smite in there, too.
What does the hill strike do also? Does it, like, knock her prone, right?
It knocks her prone, yep. If it hits,
my God.
If she doesn't make the... Let me see,
no save. No save at all. She just... The hill strike...
No, it's a strength save.
Oh, wait, is this a feat, or is this a...
Yeah, it's a feat.
Oh, I thought it was
very long.
Race. Oh, it's for Goliath. It's the race abilities for Goliath I'm thinking about. Okay, so what save? Strength, I want to say?
Yeah, it's strength. It'll be a 17.
Strength save, DC 17. Here goes. 17
Bruh.
exactly. That is going to be a success here. That is going to what is a vengeful smite, if you don't mind explaining?
It is next time melee weapon attack hits, you have advantage on the attack roll if you dealt damage since the last turn. So next turn I'll get advantage.
Ooh.
The next time you hit with a melee weapon during the spell's duration, your melee weapon comes with necrotic energy, and you deal an additional 2d8 necrotic damage or 2d12 if the creature dealt you damage since the last turn.
She has not, I don't believe.
No, she has not.
Okay, gotcha. So that is good. Oh, did it roll? Yes, it did. Okay.
Yeah, it added a whole bunch of stuff 11. On there. Hold on. Yeah.
That's all right. That's right. I figured. I know how it works. It's all good. 11 extra damage there to her. She's now bloodied. Very good. All right. Nicely done. That is your 2 attacks. Anything
that is my 2
else
attacks.
For you?
I don't think there's much I can do bonus action wise, so that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, can I
good.
command my dog?
Dog? Your mount. Yes, you can.
Well, I'm gonna move him. I don't know if she'll take the attack of opportunity against dog, but I'll move dog over here. Is she gonna hit him?
She's gonna save her reaction. She's got better stuff to do with the reaction.
Yeah, he's gonna use healing touch on Roxy.
Ooh, nice. Roxy, you see as this wolf approaches you, its eyes crackle with lightning, and as it opens its mouth, lightning comes out and hits you, but it regenerates you instead. Roxy, you regain 10 plus spell level. Spell level is 2. It's a fine steed, a second level spell. So that is 12 healing to you, Roxy, as this lightning wolf heals you.
I think at first she's like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this attack? Oh, that feels better. Thank you.
Very good. There we go. And let me just make sure to save this character sheet real fast. Bam. Why does it not do that? Weird. Yeah, the character sheets on Roll20 are all kinds of fucked up right now. Right, let me resave it. Roll20 is just having a little struggle. Okay, very good. There we go. You do some healing here. You do a lot of damage here. Very good. You have a bonus action. No, your bonus action was the smite spell. Okay. there we go. I believe that is going to be your
Yep,
turn
that's it.
for now. Oh my god, roll 20 bricked. Give it a second. There we go. All right, we go to the top of initiative. Roxy, it is your turn next. What
Okay,
do you do?
I'm gonna move here. Bonus action, hide behind this rock.
Very good. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. You have advantage with your cloak. 25, you're gone.
Okay, and I wanna
Give me a deception roll as well.
a deception roll.
Perception.
Oh, perception.
18. Okay. Roxy, you hear something. You look over and you hear some movement on the bridge right above you. You look over and you don't see anyone there. It's your turn.
Yeah, she'll drop out right here so she can attack this lady.
Excellent. Let's go for the attack. Oh, nice. That totally hits. Give me some damage.
I think that's the hunter's mark. That's the one.
Hunter's mark is the one, yes. Also, you rolled a 1 on your weapon attack.
Oh yeah, I'll reroll that with piercer.
Let's go. Oh, nice. So that is 7 extra damage. So 14 and 4, 18, 28 points of damage on the first strike there. Nicely done. Blam. She's very badly bloodied. One more strike like that, and she might just be down. 18 is not going to hit her, unfortunately.
Okay. She's gonna this invisible people on the bridge.
You think so? Okay.
Because I know she can fly. Because I see her flying around. Right.
Sure, yeah.
I feel like she's the one who could probably get there the quickest. It probably help Cedric. I don't think I have any. No, I'm gonna stay on this side just because there's possible people coming this way. So she'll stay like on this side of the rock.
Okay.
And that's my movement, my bonus action, and my attacks. That's it.
Okay, there we go. Roxy, that's you. Sky, we go to you. At this point on this initiative, the snake creatures look out and start roaring and see a delicious feast for them. The snake creatures join us in initiative now. They actually get to act. Wow, they rolled super high. They get to act immediately after Roxy here. They are going to slithering on up further north. Oh, I rolled in secret. That's okay. Remove that. One of them is going to take a dash action and is just going to slither its way like this. While the other one is going to move its 40 right here. And sort of stare on out hungrily, continues to hiss. You hear in that sort of infernal language as it calls out. Hunger, hunting, hunger. Simplistic, almost like beasts' thoughts. As it continues to sort of move on up there, that is going to be their turns. This one is going to dash. I'm going to see here. It's going to be either for Sky 1 or Roxy 2. Sky, the second giant snake approaches you with a dash action. That is their turns as these giant serpents approach in combat. Join us in combat here. Sky, now it is your turn.
Okay, one sec. Alright, let's see. You know what? I ain't got time for this. I'm going to spend a sorcery point to bonus action cast a cantrip.
Okay. What sorcery ability is this?
Quicken spell.
Yeah, quicken spell.
Oh, quicken spell. That's right. Hell yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we're gonna cast. Where'd you go? We're gonna cast this bad boy.
Ooh, Death Shroud. One action, concentration for 1 minute. Let's see. Focus your will on that creature. When that creature Death Shroud. When you deal damage to that creature, you can discard the Death Shroud to deal an additional 2d4, or at this level, 6d4. Ooh, nice. What does it manifest at? Do we see some sort of like energy that gathers around it? Do we see like a Hunter's Mark style like mark of death on it or something?
There is just this like little like it's like a strange little emblem. It's like 3 lines with like a slash mark like through it, like kind of like a tally, but a little bit more like grim looking, like something you would see in like a house where like I guess like reminiscent of places that have been swept through by plague and death. It's like that there's like this many people like died in this area, right? So it's like 3 lines with like a cut through it
like
to
notches.
just indicate
Yeah,
death,
yeah.
don't go.
Awesome, awesome.
So it just kind of like arcanically burns into its forehead as she turns, spins the gun, aims at it, and then for my action, we're gonna cast a magic missile at it.
Oh yes. Okay.
And
Very
we're
good.
gonna spend another sorcery point, transmuted spell, and we're gonna turn it from force into fire.
Ooh, okay. I will say you just saw these creatures swim out of lava. They might be immune to lava damage, to like fire damage.
Oh, well, that's a good thing to know.
Yeah, they're less so resistant like these like that are walking around. They straight up like swam out of lava, right?
Then we're gonna go big. I'm gonna spend, because I can spend 2 sorcery points. Fucking great.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 5 more points, and I'm gonna activate.
Whoa.
I know, right?
What's
Insatiable
happening
spell.
here? Insatiable spell? What is this? You can spend 5 minutes to bypass the creature's immunity for casting of the spell. Wow, that is incredible. Very good. Okay, you make it so they will absolutely take fire damage even if they're immune to it for 5 points. That's amazing. True flames cannot be resisted. All right. Now, you do have to hit them now with a fire spell, because I don't think you can do... I think actually Transmuted Spell is the one that you can also do, because usually there's like rule like 1 meta magic per thing, but Transmuted Spell I think has a thing of like you can also throw it on there.
Yeah.
Holy shit, this is going to be a lot of damage. Show me the damage roll here.
All right.
All right, so this is Magic Missile at level what?
This will be Magic Missile at level 5.
Okay, so the Magic Missile will be doing the extra like charisma damage because of your fire and such, but keep in mind the very first missile that hits will activate the Death Shroud. So the first one's going to be like gigantic, and then the other ones are going to blam, 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 slam afterwards. Let's go.
It'll be...
You just roll a d4 plus a... There we go.
Yeah, so it's
okay.
8 for that first one plus the...
6d4. 20. So 28 damage for the first... And that's all for the one like right in front of you here, right?
Yep. It's all going on to him.
So that's 28 damage with a singular missile. And then what level did you say? How many more fly out?
So because the first level is 3 darts, then it is 1 dart for each level. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 3, 4, 5, 7. So it's 7 darts in total.
7 darts in total, and each of them gets to add your charisma damage here on top of it because you made it fire. I love this build. So that's 7 total, and they do 8 damage, and after the first one, so that's 6 plus the 28. You do 76 points of damage with this magic missile as you unleash. So what does this look like? Do we see you like throw your arms out and these like fly out from behind you, or is this like Kamehameha type of thing? Like what does this like wave barrage of flame look like?
So do you remember her fan the hammer?
Yeah.
Same fucking thing. It's just there's the first shot, and then she just starts like unleashing her just.
First one is this like explosive shot, and then the rest of them just boom, 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 slam into it, unerringly, impossible to miss here. You guys watch 76 points damage. This thing is bloodied immediately. Immediately looking around like, what? I'm immune to fire. What's going on? Right? As it's looking around confused, as we see its like primordial infernal protection of flame has burnt away, and that symbol of your magic, like an arcane seal, is placed on it, and sort of curses it and weakens it against its own like effect it is usually immune to. Let's go. Nicely fucking done.
And then in Infernal, I'm going to say to it,
God.
you better run the fuck away now.
It goes, yep, and it's turning around, it's running on its turn, right? They can still understand Infernal, so it's like, I gotta get out of here, and turns to run. This one, the other one, like, coward, and it's ready to continue. He hasn't felt what the other guy has felt yet, right? As they realize, like, this is our one move, being immune to fire. They figured out how to beat it. All right, they're booking it, they're running. Okay, Sky, that is going to be your turn, I think. You can move away from this thing. You have horrified it. You've done fire damage to it, and it's horrified. It's not even going to try to make an opportunity attack. It's just going to run when its turn comes. You can just walk away. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can just walk away now.
You can just walk away. It's horrified of you. It's not going to attack you. It doesn't want to provoke you to attack it again.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just come right up here and Bryn's aura, just for good measure.
It's nice and warm in here. All right. Having done fire damage, you do get your elemental stone to activate, so you are resistant to fire for this turn.
Yeah.
All right. That said, Sky, that's going to be your turn. Cedric, we go back to you upon your seed.
Cedric is going to attack the one to the north.
Okay.
Lance. 22.
Hurricane lands 22. Yes. Now, why is it that you have advantage here? If you don't mind explaining to our friends.
Sure. It's mounted strike for a mounted combatant. Why didn't
yes.
put it up? There it goes.
Oh. Yeah, mounted combatant has a special ability that basically says, yes, when you are attacking something on your mount that is smaller than your mount, you have advantage. So fighting medium-sized creatures is a sweet spot for you. Very good. That totally hits. Give me some damage. Is this the top or the left one?
The top.
Okay. That is going to be 22 points damage. That instantly kills this hellhound. You pierce right through its hide, and it falls dead.
Next one.
Nicely done. Next one more attack with advantage.
12.
Double 12 with advantage. That is going to miss, unfortunately. The hound bites onto the side of your lance and is sort of playing tug of war with you for a moment.
Okay. Did Roxanne yell out about the thing on the bridge?
I think so, yes.
I did,
believe
yes, I
Rux
did.
Called out.
Okay.
Yes.
And I will keep that in mind.
Okay, very
turn.
good. Next on up, we go to the Erin, yes. She's surrounded by few people here. She is going to take a look around to see who she can, first of all, grab with that magical rope. It is going to be one of the two people next to her. Bryn is 1, Anathea is 2. Anathea, she turns towards you. Anathea, can I have you make a dexterity saving throw, as she's going to use her entangling rope ability. If you fail, you will be restrained and take 12 points of force damage.
So I think
she
I'll add.
spins this lasso around and throws it at you.
So this is +1 because I'm in Britain's aura.
Oh, plus
'Cause
1
my
more
aura-
extra. Yes,
Yeah.
slightly more powerful aura. Ooh, nice. You totally succeed. She fails. Enraged, she continues to attack. Anahia, she's going to make 2 attacks against you and 1 against Bryn. Anahia, here comes. That's an 11. And then a 24.
So, disadvantage because of cloak of displacement.
That's right. Let's
And
go.
I
And then-
will.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I will use my reposits.
Ooh, riposte. Riposte?
Riposte.
Reposite. Very good. Let's riposte to this. Very good. As a reaction, when someone misses you, you can immediately use your reaction to attack. Go ahead and attack. 22 will hit. Very good. Roll me some
Let's get
damage
some
here.
Sneak attack. Let's go. Bam. I will
Nice.
re-roll that one with Piercer.
Piercer, you get to reroll the 1. Go ahead.
What? It's a
It's a
D6. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
go ahead. Reroll a d6. Instead of a 1, it's a 3. So 2 more damage there. That is 23 points of damage to her with a reaction. Very nicely done. 1 more like that, and she should be down. She does have 1 more attack. She's going to turn around and attack Bryn here. Bryn, here is an attack. 14 against you. She looks on and realizes that this is getting a little too hot and spicy, a little too dangerous. Bryn, since Anahia has already used the reaction, Bryn, you can take a reaction to attack her as she's going to shoot up and fly into the sky.
Yeah.
She tries to flee.
She's not using any spells, is she?
She has not. She's just trying to
Okay.
fly away.
Yeah, I'll hit her.
18 is her exact AC here. Now that she's below half hit points, her armor class is reduced. The frailty that this kind of character has. 18 is good enough to hit. Roll me some damage. Outmaneuver, a reaction you can see when someone provokes an attack of opportunity. Aha, very good. The spell doesn't... removing their speed to 0. Aha, okay. So they need to make a wisdom save. Bryn, you do connect here doing... I think you rolled minimum of everything. You got so many 1s in there. That's all right. That's 11 points of damage. Does not kill her, unfortunately. And then she needs to make a wisdom save because of her magic resistance. She does have advantage here. If she fails, her movement is 0 and she can't run away. She fails.
Let's go.
She goes to fly away as Cedric spins around and points his lance at her, and we see these like platinum lines of magic wrap around her and grab her. She looks down like, what is this? And she is forced to stop. Very good. Before we go to these hellhounds, there's only 1 actually remaining. You guys hear a loud roar, and you see at least 2 more creatures arrive onto the scene. Those reinforcements that were summoned before, you see leaping onto the rock are these giant, sort of like insectoid creatures. They don't necessarily fit in with the same vibe of this place. A lot of this is fire, and these 2, like, genuinely dangerous looking devils, these ice devils that you see, you guys see arrive as reinforcements from above. The reinforcements have arrived.
Ice devils, you say?
As they jump on in here and join us on initiative of 9. There we go. Cedric, that was your reaction. Such. Now we go to the Hellhounds. There's only 1 Hellhound left. This Hellhound is going to look around and look to you, Cedric. Cedric, rather than try for the attack on your mount, again, it is going to open its mouth and flames, hellish flames erupt from within as it's going to use its fire breath ability on you and your mount. I need you to go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, and then 1 for your mount as well. If you just click on the token of your mount, you'll see all of the options show up, and one of them will be save. Yes, mounted combatant also does say that if your mount is forced to make a dex save to take half damage and succeeds, it takes no damage and half damage if it fails. It does fail. Even with your paladin aura bonus, it does still fail, unfortunately. Which means rather than full damage of 22, it'll take half, aka 11 points of damage to it. You yourself also fail, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. You will be taking 22 points of fire damage, and your mount will take 12 points of damage. Yes, aura protection. It's already calculated in there. It's already in there.
I keep forgetting it's already calculated.
Yeah, you have a +5 to dex saves right now. You're not that crazy dexterous, but you have a pretty good dex save, right? Very good. There we go. Yeah, 22 damage to Cedric, 11 to your mount, Sable. Okay, that is the Hellhound's attack here.
Yes.
Anahia, it is your turn again. This lady tried to flee. She's trapped here by Platinum Dragon's magic, but the reinforcements are arrived. These giant, powerful ice devils. As you realize, she might not have been the toughest thing out here. As you realize, the real challenge begins with these guys now arriving.
It's time to put you out of your misery. Yeah, we're gonna just try to kill her real quick. Let's see.
Let's go.
Here we go. 28
will hit. This could do it.
Sneak attack. Let's see. Boom. Wow,
she
it's
is
terrible
destroyed
sneak
with
attack.
that.
Okay.
Even still, she's destroyed. As you leap up and slash, and we see her head roll and hit the ground, and then dissolve into infernal ichor. Very good. She's gone. You see these two ice devils that arrive. You see these hear these chittering insectoid sounds on the insides of their mouths as they look around and say, "Mortals, that one was the servant to the Lord of Hells. You will pay in blood and souls." And they spin these tridents they have and start moving forward. Big dudes, 12-foot tall, gigantic devil insect creatures. This is what we're looking at. These guys.
I got the one on the left. And I will bonus action disengage because I can. Haha.
Okay.
And then I will move 30 feet into this guy, and then I will make my 2 more attacks against him. Yep.
Ooh, okay.
So here's the bonus, or the nick attack or whatever.
Free attack. 23 totally hits.
So this will just be regular.
Nice.
So.
These creatures are immune to fire damage, and therefore take double that force. Little baby damage extra. Okay, that is going to be 9 points of damage. You stab and slash into them. They look down and they look back to you as if they didn't feel pain at all. These are very powerful opponents.
Interesting. Oh, I think I want to use my piercer on that because I rolled a 1 on my initial.
Okay, very good. Let's reroll the slashing. One
great.
more extra damage to him. All right.
And then I will. Let's do my last attack. Here we go. 24.
Totally hits as well.
You know what? Let's put level 1 smite on there and see. I haven't smited at all.
Smite,
so,
okay. That would be 2d8, but because they are a fiend, you get an extra d8.
So
3d8 for level 1 and plus d8s for the next levels.
Just 1 more d8.
Nice. There we go. This is the extra attack, right? Oh no, that was the previous one was the extra attack. My bad.
Correct.
Right. There we go. That is going to be 12, 23 plus 3, 26 points of damage to this guy. Bam, 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 bam. Brutal strikes here. She's starting to look a little injured, right? As you realize, oh god, I might have underestimated him a little. These are much more powerful devil creatures. Okay, by the way, this is the first thing that happened as you guys stepped off the ship, right? Immediately you're being attacked by powerful devil creatures. Okay, Anahia, bam, 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 slashes moving across the battlefield here. Nicely done. I think that is your.
That's my turn. Yep.
Okay. We go to these ice devils. One of them looks over to the other, makes these clicking, chittering sounds. Anahia, he casts an 8th level spell at you. As he's going to cast Wall of Ice in your direction at 8th level. As he holds his hand out, these pillars of ice begin to emerge. This is the top left one in front of Anahia over here. Is going to ice and burning hell. Yeah. Counter spell. Very good. They need to immediately make a counter spell saving throw. That's a con save they gotta make here. And because of your ring, they get to subtract, I believe, half your proficiency. We said. The ring says. So -2 to this roll. 19, and your DC is 17. -2, that's 17 exactly.
My DC is 19.
Oh, what does he say? Oh, that's the roll 20 bug thing. Let's go. Oh, wait. I have bad news. They have magic resistance, which means they have advantage in this. So that's a 25 minus 2 here, which unfortunately still succeeds. As you throw out the counterspell here, the wall of ice is already sort of going and blasts forward.
I'm gonna get up there.
Spellhunt step. What the fuck is this? One reaction you see when a creature is saving throw. Bryn, you have a reaction. Do you have a reaction? I know you swung at the person. I'm just trying to remember. That was the very last
did I?
turn.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Actually, no, you're right.
I think that was the last
Damn,
turn.
it's been so long.
Yes,
It's almost
unfortunately,
my
it's your
turn.
turn next. I know. Unfortunately,
Damn it.
that means the following. The Wall of Ice is a very scary spell. This is a you shape a 10-foot square, up to 10-foot square. So it's up to 100 feet. The Wall of Ice, oh shit, so he's putting a line here. They are going to blast this Wall of Ice like this. So it's 100 feet across. They have to choose. So I'm just going to make it like a line like this. And then 100 feet. It has to be like segments of 10 feet, so like this. Okay, this is what the Wall of Ice is going to look like. Starts forming here. I need Anahia, Bryn, Sky, and Roxy to all give me a Constitution saving throw as the wall appears here.
Wait. How did you do it?
These are 10-foot square each. And it's going to go from here 100 feet total, right? It's going to go like this. Or actually, I guess you got 100 feet. That's so much. You can go like this, and 100 feet like this, right? This is what's going to be. Bam. Sky is in the aura here. Very good. Con save bonus of +5, I believe.
I have a question.
Yes.
My aura, is it centered off the horse or me?
It's off of you.
That'd be 28.
28. Let's go. And here 24. All of you guys succeed.
Not
here.
me.
Nicely. Oh, wait.
Mine is only a +1.
It is +1 here, but the DC to beat is 17 here. That is more than enough. This does suck though, because this is a 8th level spell. By default, it's a 6th level. Here is cold damage you guys take. That is going to be plus 2d6 when the wall appears at 1d6. Aha, okay, gotcha. So there's 2 more dice. That is this much ice damage. 46 points of ice damage as he emerges instantly here. Okay, there we go. That is half damage to all of you guys who succeed. So 23 points of damage to you guys. Okay, I'm just going to
your temp. Remember your temp.
I'm just going to badly draw a line. There is a wall of ice right there now that is preventing any movement. You can try to vault over it if you want to, but this guy's now concentrating on this wall of ice effect. These walls of ice have their own hit points and armor and stuff like that. They're immune to cold, of course, to poison, and might just be weak to fire damage. In fact, Sky, if you wanted to use your Ring of Abjuration there, I can give you some more info if you want to make an Arcana roll.
Sure, I have advantage on this. 11.
11, you see ice, you know it'll break easy to fire. That's about all you can kind of tell with an 11 immediately here. Fire is your thing, less so as that was a Renian's thing. Yeah. All right, there we go. It makes this giant ice wall here. It explodes forth with this powerful ice wall, and then it's going to sort of just step there and get ready to fight Anahia. It's going to step like this. This other one instead is not going to cast his ice spell. Instead, he's going to walk on up to, let's see here, Cedric. It's going to walk up to you. This thing just sort of menacingly walks on up to you with his trident and starts attacking viciously with brutal strength. Here comes Cedric. It is going to attack you 3 times. It is going to make an ice spear attack. First of all, Cedric, that's a 15, which I think will miss you. Next up, it's going to follow up with one more. 21, which, Cedric, I think that misses you as well.
That's correct.
Let's go. And then it's going to smack you once with its tail attack. 19 will miss you as well. Very good. As you continue to block all of these attacks. That is going to be their go as we now go to Bryn again. Bryn, you took a bunch of ice damage here. There's an ice wall at the start of your turn here. I need you to roll me odds or evens. I want you to choose one of those.
Even.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, well, I'm going to roll actually here. Even, you said. We want even. Odds. Okay, Bryn, you are on this side of the wall. There's a 10-foot wall of ice in front of you. You are stuck here with the fire snake.
The one that is it attacking us yet?
Well, it came up here to attack you guys as you sort of moved on away from it. But yeah, you're sort of stuck on this side of the wall here, so it's probably going to just start looking at you guys. The other one is running away, but this one has not learned its lesson yet. So.
Oh, okay, cool. It's gonna. Yeah, let's see. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go over and smack it.
Smack away.
He's a big snake. Does that hit him?
15 misses, unfortunately. It's not that you miss, you hit it, but its sort of scales and body is so hardened by magma that it doesn't break through.
Good try again.
That hits. That definitely hits.
Cool, and we're gonna use my item special ability, which is the Thunder Wave bonus action. I can use
nice.
Thunder Wave.
It needs to make a con save. Here's the con save. 10. It fails as you use one charge of your weapon, and as a bonus action, set off a Thunder Wave spell along with the attack you just made. Excellent. Go ahead and roll the damage of the attack, and then also roll the damage of a Thunder Wave. Nice. 13 points of Thunder Wave. That is going to be not bad. That is going to be extra. So 13, 26, 38 points of damage to this guy, and he's immediately pushed away 10 feet from you. Boom! Additionally, as a quick mention, because now as a paladin, you have something called weapon masteries, right? You're using a flail. Flail's weapon mastery is called sap. Which basically just means for Bryn, whenever Bryn hits someone with this weapon, that person has disadvantage on their next attack. Yeah, that just automatically happens. Paladins just do that with certain weapons now, like a flail. So this guy will have a harder time attacking. Yeah.
I want to get Tempest over to Roxy again. I don't know what side people are on.
We'll see on their turns. Yes, we will see on their turn.
Well, then he's gonna go up here, and he's gonna heal. Oh shit, I got rid of it.
You can only do that once per day. Yeah, the healing.
Oh shit, you're right. Damn it! No, that'd be so cool if you could do it every turn.
Not quite, unfortunately.
All right. Well, he's just gonna look cute over there then.
He's gonna look badass. You mean to say? I think probably. Okay, there we go.
He's just a big puppy.
Who's that Pokemon?
Look at that thing. All right, there we go. Bryn, that's gonna be here. You're stuck behind a giant fucking wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my anger out on this.
You realize you definitely, as you're approaching, you feel the frigid cold as you realize, like, okay, being too close to the wall will damage me. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. I'll move a little bit, but I want to keep Sky in my aura, even if she ends up on the other side.
Okay, very good, Bryn. That's your turn. Roxy, Jen, same thing. Would you like evens or odds?
Even.
Even. Odds. Roxy, you are on the other side of the wall here as well. All right,
okay.
It is your turn.
Well, the only thing here is the
snake.
Yeah,
that thing is running away. That thing is like slithering and trying to run away. The other one, no. The other one is like roaring and running ready to attack.
Okay, we'll go after that one.
Let's go.
I'm going to move the Hunter's Mark to this one.
Okay. Hunter's Mark to that one. Very good.
Is steady aim part of the new rules?
Yeah, steady aim is still in. You get to make a bonus action to just stay still for the turn and get advantage on your first attack.
Yeah, but I think putting the hunter's mark is a bonus action similar. Right?
Also bonus action, yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for an attack then. No sneak attack, I don't believe here, right? You're just attacking, yeah? Okay, that is definitely a hit, however. Bam, there we go. That is 14 points of damage to this thing. Okay, solid damage. Not bloodied yet, though. Ooh, natural 1 on the second one there. Roxy, the second, as you begin to fire off, a bubbling explosion of lava behind you distracts you as the arrow sort of flies right past it.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
the other one running away. She'll stay there.
The other one is booking it. There we go. Roxy, that's going to be your turn. This one is going to swim, approach here and leap into the lava. You guys watch as Roxy, you realize what distracted you. As this thing leaps into the lava to I must flee, a eruption of fire goes up and a mouth larger than the ship that you guys arrived on, opens and swallows up this thing whole. You watch as this thing is instantly devoured, as you realize going into lava is really bad because there are worse things than these snakes that reside in the lava. You see a shark a size of a ship with giant devil horns swallow this snake and then swim down and disappear below. As Roxy, you back away from the lava a little more, right? As this horrible thing seems to be dwelling in the lava river as well here. The other one, however, is not dissuaded. It is going to swim on up like so to Bryn, and then as it attacks Bryn, it is going to do two things, actually. First, Bryn, this Ulnar devil, is going to make 3 Fiery Fang attacks. This is a very dangerous foe here as well. Bryn, here's 3 attacks. 1,
No.
20, which misses. 2, 28,
that'll hit.
Which hits. And then 3, 27, that hits as well. You will be taking I double tapped the last one, ignore the last one. So 16 plus 6, which you're resistance. So 16 plus 3, 19, and then 13 plus 1, 14. You take a total of 33, I believe, points of damage.
Yeah.
19 plus 14. Yeah, you take 33 points of damage. Then this creature opens its mouth and begins to sort of hiss loudly. Its entire body begins to glow and radiate as it becomes hyperheated. And then, boom, explodes out of it. A flare ability here. I need everyone in a 20-foot radius as this thing screams and then explodes. I need Bryn, Sky, and Roxy, as well as Tempest over here on the other side, to give me a DC 17 dex save or take a ton of fire.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna use my inspiration.
This would be a good question.
Nice.
Does the wall not provide a buffer for us?
It would. It definitely would. Usually we would find out in a moment here on your turn what side you're on. Jess, call it. Even or odds. If you're lucky and you got the side you want here, you'll have a ton of cover from this. Even or odds?
Even.
Even? Odd again.
Odds
It's every time. Sky, you are on this side of the wall, unfortunately, as the fiery explosion goes off. Bryn, with an inspiration, you succeed there. You'll be taking half of this, which is still a lot. Luckily, a lot of it is fire. Roxy, damn, unlucky.
See.
Natural 2, you fail. Roxy, I believe. Oh, you don't have evasion actually yet, right?
No, I'm not high enough.
Brutal.
So that would be I think what's your bonus, Bryn?
Plus 5, extra 31. You're good. You're totally fine here. You will take a half of this here. Okay.
And then I have fire resistance from the
aura.
Aura.
And you casting your spell on the elemental stone.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how it happens. This thing explodes. Roxy, you take 31 fire and 25 force points of damage. You take a total of 56 points of damage. Roxy, I think you're out.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Hold on. What the hell are you talking about? What?
close
What
enough?
is this?
Hold on.
30 feet?
Yeah.
Exactly 30 feet. Templar's Mercy. One reaction you take when a creature within 30 feet of you goes to 0 hit points, so makes a death save. The target regains 1 hit point. During effect, is death saving throw. The target regains hit points immediately. Oh my god. Roxy, wave of fire. Boom! Hits you. Fucking Terminator, Sarah Connor holding the fence, right? As you like blasted by the fire. As you go to fall down, you catch yourself. As you hear this like thunderous roar. As Bryn, what does this look like? Do you just fucking zap her with lightning, or do you just like roar and thunder wakes her up? Is this like
I would say
Hulk
Bryn is
yelling at
probably
Iron Man to wake him up? Or
Bryn is probably behind her shield right now. But like I feel like she knows when her allies are about to fall, and she kind of just like turns her head, and you see like the lightning in her eyes as like as Roxy like. No one sees the visual of this, but it's kind of like a defibrillator of like where she gets shocked back awake, and she, yeah.
Excellent. Roxy, everything goes dark for a moment, and then you begin to hear in your mind these like thunder clouds going off, as all of a sudden you feel this like lightning streak towards you, and you wake up instantly. You have 1 hit point. Okay, Bryn, you succeed and take, first of all, half of the fire, so 15 down to 7, and then half of the force, which is 12, so 19 total to you. Sky, you same thing to you, 19. Roxy, you are knocked prone by this attack as well here, as it explodes, and you watch this thing now is sort of like dimmed with light as it becomes hungry, whatever that means, as it begins to desperately look around for food. Okay, that is the Alnar Fiend. Sky, it is now your turn. There's a wall of ice. You realize if you touch it, it might hurt. You all, with through truly bad luck, ended up on this side of the wall, or maybe that's what the Ice Devil Master Tactician planned the whole time, or maybe it was
Does
just
any
bad
of it
luck,
burn from that attack?
You know what? That's very fair. That's 31 points of fire damage to the wall at least. You know what? That's very fair. The wall is eradicated from the fire blast. Each segment of the wall has 30 hit points and is vulnerable to fire damage. So it is obliterated. The wall is gone here. I gotta redraw it real fast, but it is fully fucking gone. As it goes to here. Nope, sorry, I went a little too far. I'm real bad at drawing. Nicely done. Thank you for reminding me of that, as it goes up to here, and then it's like destroyed all the way, and it's just sort of hanging out here at the end. That's what's left of the wall. There we go. Okay, Sky, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate Innate Sorcery.
Ooh, okay. So I gotta ask, you were already like Inferno mode, right? This is like Super Saiyan 2, right? This is like the next level. So what does this look like now?
So where like the wings are there and like there's like that fiery mantle. This is like the heat just kind of like it more intensifies, and like it just kind of like at this point like her eyes like shift, and there is like they go from that blue to like this like almost like a smoldering ember kind of like the sclera darken and the eyes become this just vivid red flickering flame color. And,
excellent. Does the flame change color, or is it still like bright red flame, or does it do that anime thing where it becomes like blue flame for some reason or something like that?
No, they start to become white at this point.
Ooh, okay. Everyone on the battlefield looks to you, right? At this like fucking person going supernova, right? Okay, awesome. You are like in like turbo mode right now. You got your Phoenix form. You got your innate sorcery. Innate sorcery, of course, meaning what does that ability do?
Just
new. We haven't seen it a bit. Oh, sorry, I'm scrolled up. That's why I didn't see it. Innate Sorcery, look at that. Bonus action for 1 minute. Your DC of your spells is increased by 1, which is a 20 now? God damn. Advantage on your sorcerer spell attacks, and you regain a use of it per long rest type of thing. And I believe at level 9, you had an upgrade to this as well.
Yeah. It's not like a massive upgrade, but it's a...
Okay. Very well.
The important stuff is in that one.
Yes. Very good, Sky. Go ahead and take your turn. That's your bonus action. What now?
So now we're gonna point the gun. We're gonna spend 1 sorcery point for a. Where'd I put those?
Jen, I need a concentration roll for your hunter's mark. I need a natural 20 or your hunter's mark goes away.
I will spend 1 point for a hungering spell.
Hungering spell? What is this? What does that do?
That's the one that I did before that ramps.
Ah, yes, the immunity. Yeah,
no, not the immunity. That's the that's insatiable.
Oh wait, what is hungering then? Let's see. You spend 1 sorcery to add your charisma modifier to the damage of the spell. If you reduce it to 0 hit points, you regain hit points equal to your charisma. Awesome. Love that. Hungry flames burst forth. Very cool.
And we're gonna test the thing. He's nice, devil. I'm a fire mage.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead. Yep.
We're going to. What do we want to shoot him with? So many options. Yeah, we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Firebolt.
Firebolt, a cantrip here. Boom, blast. Good news, bad news. This guy is not immune to fire. He is resistant. You'd think as an ice devil he would be like vulnerable, but no devils are vulnerable to fire or any kind of damage, really. He's resistant, which I think you don't care about.
Dick shit.
Yeah, exactly. As you blast him with the fireball here, show me, ashes to ashes, level 6. While in your mantle flame, you ignore resistance to fire. Additionally, when you cast a spell, it deals radiant damage. Damage while in mantle use deals fire damage instead. Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah. That was the wrong button.
All good. Give me some damage. There we go. That is going to be plus the mantle, plus the hungering spell here. Oh my god, 24 points of fire. As you sort of launch this spell, you hear an infernal as he looks back to you and says, "Fool, my hide is inured to flames. I cannot be," boom! And then he hits him in the side of the head as he grabs onto it and looks confused as his skin is burning. And looks back at you like, "What is this magic?" Very good. Okay. Sky, nicely done. That is going to be your turn, I believe. Unless you want to move some more. Although this snake looks like he might have reach.
Let's see. I'm going to move here. And just kind of as like a little like extra, she's just going to draw her sword and stand behind Bryn with the gun. She got the gun and the sword. You know, iconic Sky. Like, let's fucking go.
Sword. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Sky. Nicely done. Cedric, it is your turn. There's a big scary guy here. You're dueling him, though. You're standing your ground. You're not letting him go through. You see he's conjuring a little spell with one of his sort of like insectoid limbs. You think he might be doing the same ice wall blast, that super high level ice spell at the party in a moment here. Yeah. Sure.
Who's that Pokemon?
Incredible, yeah. Oh, nice. Bonus action, you teleport up to 60 feet. Roxy, you see a white steed appear and a princely figure upon it. He points his lance at you as you're like, oh god, what's happening? And then a healing energy bursts forth here. You get a pool of lay of hands here. A number of hit points you can restore is equal to 5 times your level. So you have up to, I believe, up to 55. You can use any amount of that. I did like 40, so 40-ish. 40 hit points to you, Roxy. Roxy, you hear a roar of a dragon as you see this, like, strangely, like, maybe it's your injury and such, but when you look up to Cedric, you can almost see these, like, silvery platinum wings behind him before you sort of focus in and they are gone, like they were never there. The healing energies rejuvenate you.
I think it's the same thing with the dog. She's just like, oh my god, because of this, she sees a sword. Oh, thank you. That feels good.
Very good. No. The teleport is a bonus action of your mount. That's not even you. It teleports with you, right? So that's a bonus action of your mount, right? You have a lay on hands, which lay on hands, by the way, it says here it's an action, but that's an old version. Lay on hands is now a bonus action. So that's your bonus. Yeah, so it's incredible. Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's its own creature, right? It's just when you're riding it, it can't take any attacking actions as it's functioning as a mount, and you just basically, what that means is like, you get to use its speed instead of yours. Awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, you still have 60 feet of movement with the mount. Let's go. There's still a Hellhound left. It goes next. Bryn's looking real rough. Sky's not quite bloodied. Yes. Cure wounds. Once again, this spell also all healing got better in the new version of the game. So instead, no, you can. I'm just saying it's even gonna be more powerful than you think it is. So it's not 1d8 per level; it's 2d8 per level of healing. Yeah. You still use an action to cast it. So what level would you want to heal at? It's 2d8 per level, and then plus your charisma on top of it. Okay, third level. Roll 6d8 and add your charisma, which I believe is a 3. Okay, 6d8. 29 healing to you, Bryn. Bryn, as you're fighting this thing and you look over, you throw your hand out as instinctually sort of the lightning, the thunder within reacts, saving Roxy's life. You see appearing on his steed, healing her, and then running over, healing you as well. Here is your new friend, Cedric, here. Looking much better. Okay, teamwork. Very nicely done. Oh my god.
Okay.
Very good. Paladins are pretty fucking good at healing, honestly. God
That's
damn.
what I'm seeing.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, but that is your turn. Okay, there we go. Nicely done. The Hellhound goes next. It is going to roll a d6 on a 5 or 6. It gets back its fire breath. It does not. It is, again, Cedric going to attack your mount here, and you can force it to attack you instead. It doesn't get pack tactics, so that's a 13. It just misses. All right. There we go. Before we go to Anahia here, first of all, Zach, can I have you choose odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds. Odds. Okay.
You gotta choose odds.
It wasn't even.
Anahia. Zach, go ahead and choose any of the spaces adjacent to the wall that you want to be at, right? You get to like react in time and be on a side of the wall that you choose.
Oh, so my question is, can I be in a space like that? Or...
You can't be in his space, but you can be like above him.
Okay,
here,
I'll be
or
above
up
him.
Here
Yeah.
even. There we go. Anahia, before we go to your turn, you see this devil, something hits him in the side of the neck, and he looks over, and then it, boom, explodes, as all of you look over to the bridge, and someone disappears. Someone appeared for like a moment, shot something at this guy, and then instantly disappeared. As you guys look over, like, what the fuck happened? As this guy takes 25 points of damage from all of a sudden nowhere. A bolt of something hits him and then boom, explodes as he looks over like, what the fuck was that, right? As he looks that way and like squints, like, just kind of these like chittering kind of insectoid sounds. And then he'll look you over like, what the hell was that? It is your turn now.
Okay. A bug tried to hit me for once. Don't do all that spellcasting shit.
Forever in the hells. This is sort of
yeah.
fucking super intense.
You're going to have to hit me first, okay? Maybe I'll have your soul. How's about that?
I will make a carpet out of you.
Uh,
Leather boots.
Here we go.
Oh, 25 totally hits. Let's go.
Stick attack. Here we go. Kaboom!
He's resistant to fire, so not immune. Oi, good damage. And yes, this is exactly where your bravado ability, what was it called? The like one-on-one ability.
Rakish Audacity. Yeah.
Rakish Audacity activates. That is 23 plus 30, 27 points of damage to him. He's getting close to bloody now.
Nice. Second attack.
Now the free attack.
Oh,
natural one will miss here, unfortunately.
Third. So this is my regular second attack.
Let's go. Second attack. Totally hits. You tell me when you're smiting.
I'll smite this time. Let's put it.
Smite this time. What level?
Just first level.
First level. That's 3d8.
So I'll add another d8 on top of this. But
sounds good.
One more d8.
Good damage on that.
So terrible.
Okay.
What can I reroll with my piercer? Is there something I can reroll?
Oh, you added Divine Smite on there already. You see that? Very good. So 14, 22, 23 points of damage. You can reroll any of the piercer in so the piercer says like the attack that you make with a piercing weapon, you get to reroll any of these dice. Technically, your weapon is the one that is attacking. All of the damage is on top of it. You can reroll any of these extra dice that come with the attack. Right. So, for example, I guess let me see.
I'm trying to see if there's anything below.
You got 2, or you can just get a 1 on this extra divine dice, right? Divine smite dice. You can roll that.
Oh, true. So
that's the lowest one you got. So yeah, another D8.
It's true.
You can reroll it.
Much better.
Much better.
Dealing piercing damage.
So let me check, but I'm pretty sure someone was over-explaining to me before, but because their whole character build depended on it. Piercer, let's see.
It's attack damage.
Only thing that matters, it says, once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can reroll one of the attack's damage dice. So it doesn't matter if it's like the attack, the attack is the whole thing, the extra d6s and 4s and whatever, right? As long as you're using a piercing weapon to do it, rules as written, as I was explained, that's how it works.
Yeah, but that's a slashing weapon?
The scimitar?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, you're right. That is a totally
I took piercing.
Weapon. Oh, you meant to take slasher.
You need a rapier.
When I thought I was going to get a rapier, but I got a
okay.
I built it as if I was going to get a rapier.
Gotcha. That's totally fine. You can totally exchange just piercer for slasher here. That is totally fine by me. Slasher does slightly different things, but it's still just as good. All right. A little bit. If you don't want slasher, you can pick another feat to take, right? This is just a miscalculation a little bit. That's okay.
I built it before I got the weapon, FYI.
Yes, I know. That's on me. Okay, that is your last attack here. That is going to be nice. This guy is now bloodied. There you go. Good eye, Jess. I was like, what are you talking about? This is... Oh, wait. Scimitar.
Yeah, I was just like, what do you mean?
Stabbing with a scimitar. Yeah. No, you're right. All right, Anahia, that's going to be your turn. Unless you're going to move anywhere, that is. You got a bonus action still. You can move even further.
Should I move? No, I wouldn't be in melee with this guy. I want him to attack me, so I'm trying to taunt him. Trying to be like...
You got it. He spins towards you. You see the mandibles clicking together as...
I'm going to mount your head on my wall.
As he looks back, says, Avernus is just the beginning for you. Your soul will travel up the river Styx to the bottom of the hell pit. And he goes to start stabbing you here. Okay, Anahia, here comes. This guy is going to make some attacks against you here. He's going to make 3 attacks, 2 with his ice spear, and then 1 with his tail against you. Actually, there is an extra horrible thing that can happen here. Remember that ability that he used, the ice wall ability? that is a rechargeable ability. This man has a chance to just regain his 8th level spell. Here's a d6. On a 6, it's bad. 3 is good. Okay, he makes 3 attacks. Here comes 1, 24.
Actually does it. Yeah.
Yeah. Second one, 15.
Nope.
And the last one is a tail.
Nope.
12. Not so much. Okay, 1 connects and does. I double tapped it. Sorry. That's 13 piercing, 13 cold. And until the end of your next turn, you can't take a bonus action, or reaction. No, sorry, you can take a bonus action or reaction. Your speed is reduced by 10, and you can't, and it can move. What? And it can move or take 1 action on its turn, not both. So reaction and bonus action gone. On your turn, you can either move or take an action. And your speed is reduced by 10. This spear holds powerful hellish curse energy, and as it stabs into you, you feel your body begin to sort of freeze over instantly.
Wait, I'm trying to understand this. So
right, so for bonus action and reaction gone until you're at the end of your next turn.
Oh,
right?
That's terrible.
On your turn, you can either move or take an action. This is like slow the spell, but like even worse, right? As you realize his weapon is like cursed with hellish energies as it begins to freeze you over. Real bad. Being hit by these guys, horribly hobbling. Right?
Holy
okay.
Shit. Okay, so I can't even take a reaction right now.
You cannot take a reaction. You took it away when he hit.
Wow.
No save, no nothing. He just hits you and it sucks all of a sudden. This guy over here looks at the bridge and he says, in Hellish, he goes, as he starts speaking, who do we say speaks Infernal here?
I knew.
You hear him in Infernal say, whoever sent you, Bloodhound, tell them they've paid you in death. Wait until we're done with these, and then we'll have your head too. As it turns back towards, as he like sees someone there. As you guys realize, these guys don't have normal eyes. They have these like insectoid eyes. As you realize, whatever's going on there, someone is like invisible or something, and these guys have blind sight, ability to perceive such things. Anyway, this guy up here is going to look on around, and he is going to bring out his big spear and start attacking it here. He's going to walk around to you guys over here. Cedric, he's going to attack you 2 times, and then it's going to be 1 more attack for 1 is Sky, 2 is Bryn. Okay, Cedric, we have 2 attacks against you here. Here comes the ice spears, Cedric, 2 times. 12 and a 14, both missing here. And then Bryn, it's a 23 for you here.
My AC.
You take 21 bludgeoning and 15 cold
1
damage
second.
here. 1 second? How dare you? No, go ahead. What would you have?
I'm sorry. Which one hit?
The last one, the tail attack.
And
this
what's
was
your
against
AC?
Bryn.
23.
Oh, you're not within 5 feet.
Ooh,
You're not within 5 feet. Sorry.
protection. This is only within 5 feet. Yes, protection. You need to be exactly adjacent to the person to give a reaction here. Although, Cedric, I will say, you do have a reaction if you want to take that damage instead. Yeah, look at that. Aura of the Guardian here. If they are within 10 feet of you, you get to, as a reaction, just take that damage instead. Bryn, you take no damage as the spear stabs into you, but there's this sort of platinum energy that forms right in front of the wound. You look over and you see it as you see Cedric sort of react in pain and begin to sort of bleed at the corner of his mouth there. Cedric, you instead take 21 bludgeoning, 15 cold, 36 damage total. Okay, very good. That is going to be the Ice Devil's turns as we realize, like, okay, we got to get rid of them. This snake thing is also at our necks here. We got to get rid of that as well. Bryn, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try going for the... Well, actually, I'm gonna use Lay on Hands on myself.
Okay.
Gonna give myself back... okay, I'm gonna
Up
give
to
myself...
55.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself back 30.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Bonus action, 30 healing. Awesome.
Alright, cool. And I'm gonna smack
better.
him with the flail to
Which one?
the ice guy.
Ice guy, okay, yep.
Well, Probably not.
16 will close but misses.
And we're gonna try one more time.
19 hits.
Well, I already used my bonus attack. But I will use another charge of the flail and give it a thunder wave.
That is a bonus action. I think it is a
it's-
bonus
hold on,
action.
hold on, let me
take
try,
a
hold on.
look. Magic weaponry. It's
yeah,
at
bonus
the
action,
very
yep.
bottom. Yes, yes. Let me show it to your friends here. This is the Thunderous Flail, a very powerful magic item that she exchanged instead of for the Lightning Staff she had before. This is a very rare weapon, a +2 weapon that lets her use some charges to do like Thunderwave blast attacks and such, and can even maybe throw it at her enemies.
What I can use is I'm pretty sure I can still use my giant. That's just once per turn. Hell yeah.
Hell yes. Which one would you like to use?
I'm gonna use. Well, he's pretty big.
Large.
Hail strike, frost strike. You know what? I'm gonna do cloud strike, which will be an extra 1d4. And I turn invisible.
Oh, so before you do that,
Oh,
can you go at? You just found out. You saw them like look at nothing, aka at
that's
something
true.
invisible.
Well, I don't want it for him. I want it for the one behind me.
Ah, okay, sounds good. Gotcha. Okay, extra 1d4 damage. Oh, nice. Okay, that is going to be 26 points of damage, and you disappear. You instantly become invisible. Nice. This guy has not taken any damage before, by the way. This is the first damage he's taking here, and he's still looking kind of tough. Okay.
I know he can see me, but now the other guy won't.
That's
so.
okay. The snake looks confused here and is thinking who to attack next.
I'm gonna move him a little bit closer in between the auras.
Double aura. Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Nicely done. Nicely done. That is going to be you.
Sandwiched between people here.
Yeah, you are surrounded from all sides. Very good. Roxy, it is now your turn. You are currently prone, and you see the snake creature is looking around who its next target should be. It looks at the ice devil and hisses, and the ice devil looks back and grunts at it, and the snake backs up like, whoa, and is now looking around as you realize this snake, while it's been injured and looks hungry now and maybe thinking of leaving, it looks to this ice devil and immediately gets sort of commanded by it. It's almost that the rank of this devil is enough with a mere glance to instantly command this other snake devil.
Oh, she's not gonna like that. She's gonna stand up.
Mm-hmm. There's a piece of an ice wall next to you.
Yeah, she is going to cast.
Ignore these. I gotta make some saves.
She's going to cast Zephyr Strike, so that way she has more movement.
Zephyr
which is
Strike,
her.
okay.
So it'll be half my movement, so I guess 15 plus, so I have 30. Well, that's a bad person. That's a bad person right there.
You can first of all on your turn half your movement just stand up and then cast the spell, so you have the full movement of the Zephyr Strike. Okay?
Yeah, which is 30 feet, and it doesn't promote opportunity attacks. So
it's not. You still have 15 left from just standing up.
She doesn't want to get too close. She just wants to be able to get here so she can shoot this thing here.
Ooh, okay, let's go. Okay, that totally hits. That guy's bloodied. Let's see some damage. Remember, you always have those little psychic dice as well if you feel like it.
Yeah, I'm saving those for crits.
Aha, okay. You rolled a 1 on the piercing there if you wanted to reroll that.
On my attack, right?
The actual piercing damage attack, yes. Nice. That is going to be a total of 31 points of damage on that one strike there. 1 or 2 more like that, depending on the power of them. And this guy's out. 20 hits. Let's see the damage. Good damage. Not going to drop him, though. Close, but not going to drop him. Going to need a few more. Okay, bam, bam. There we go. 2 quick attacks here as you reposition. When you fire off this attack, your Zephyr Strike does activate, letting you move additional 30 feet if you want to.
Oh, I thought that's what I used to move here.
Oh, gotcha. So you fired, activated it, and booked it over here. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I don't want to be nowhere near this.
Right.
This fucking
I thought
thing.
you like bonus action dash. My bad.
No. I want because I had a Zephyr Strike as a bonus action.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Roxy. Nicely done. Very nicely done. We go to the snake creature. The creature is now hungry. Yeah. What that means basically, after using the giant like overpowering flare attack explosion, it can not only not do it again, but now that the creature has used it, it becomes hungry. While the creature is hungry, its armor class is reduced, and it has disadvantage on every first attack of the 3 that it makes. So, Bryn, as you disappear from there, the creature will look to who to attack here. It is going to go for a D3 here. 1 is Sky, 2 is Cedric and his mount, and 3 is going to be Tempest over here, the mount. Uh-oh, it goes for Tempest. The gigantic snake approaches the storm wolf over here and makes 3 of these fiery fang attacks. First one is disadvantage, natural 1 on the first one. Second one is a 27.
That hits.
Doing 22 points of damage to Tempest, who is still alive. Oh, he has resistance to fire as well. So 19 damage to him. And then the second one is a 21. I think that's gonna do it. Okay. That is going to be the Storm Wolf gone as the snake devours him. He is cheated out of a kill here because he has a special ability, this guy, that if he reduces a creature to 0 hit points, he recharges that flare ability. Technically here, your mount is not a living creature, just a bunch of magic, right? So it just poofs out of existence, and this guy does not recover his flare ability. As he looks confused, like, what the hell just happened? Sky, we go to you next. Oh, I double tapped the thing, sorry. Sky, you are surrounded. Right. There's an ice devil. There's all kinds of shenanigans happening,
Some bullshit. Fucking Prince Charming over here and angry storm girl.
A giant insect in front of you says, "Your soul is meant for hell, and in hell it will stay."
No, it fucking ain't. God.
Nuh-uh. Excellent, Lenny.
Do you see the fucking halo? No!
His eyes go wide, and he begins to salivate at the mouth as he looks to you now and starts focusing on you.
Shit. Alright, well, you know what? You stay right fuck there. I'm gonna move right over here.
Okay.
Be with you in a fucking second. I'm just gonna point my gun over at the Ice Devil harassing
the injured
Anna.
one? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because we like picking off injured things here.
Very good.
It's our MO.
Very good.
We are going to spend 1 sorcery point to bonus action cast Shroud of Death Shroud again.
Death Shroud, okay, excellent. He'll take a ton of extra damage from the first hit.
And then we are going to spend another.
Love this cantrip, by the way. Great choice, especially for Sky here.
Right? So that's the bonus action. And then on the action, we're going to spend 2 sorcery points to do transmute and hungering spell again.
Ooh, fun enough, because transmute says like you can use it in addition to other meta magics. Because of that level 9 innate sorcery ability, that ability also says like you can do 2 meta magics per spell. So with transmute, you can do up to 3 meta magics on a singular spell, which is kind of insane.
I know, right? It's pretty.
All right.
They made sorcerer like better than it already was.
Hell yeah. So hungering and transmute, we're making it fire, we're blasting. Send it.
Yep,
he's
here we go.
pretty fucking injured. Last time, if you do the similar as last time, he's not looking great. All right, nice. So the first one, so no, this is every single one will do 13. And what level is this?
This is 5.
5? Oh god, so that's 3, an extra 4.
I just want to make sure it's off the field.
Missiles.
Yep.
That is 7
Plus-
missiles to him, plus roll a 6d4 for the Necrotic Shroud. Extra 16. You do a total of 107 points of damage. As you point the gun, blim, 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 fanning it as it hits boom, boom, boom into him as he realizes, like, what the hell's going on? As the fire you burn through his, like, fire resistance here. What happens if you reduce a creature to 0 with your devouring spell?
I get healing. I just gotta remember how much it was.
It's like charisma modifier, I think.
There
we go. You
Single
regain...
charisma modifier. Yep.
Incredible. The creature is destroyed. As blim, 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 blim. A fucking Godfather scene as he just boom hits the ground and it begins to emit smoke, begins to rise from his body. He begins to melt on the floor here as a little bit of his soul travels back to you as you sort of inhale it and heal yourself. Very good. Plus 5 healing for you.
God, I love me.
You see this devil next to you says, "What have you done? He was one of the devils, one of the hell's finest. You will take his place."
Nah, not really.
Pass. All right. Sky, there we go. That is going to be action, bonus action, and some of your movement. Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here where I'm at. Oh wait, no, actually, I'm gonna sit in this big diagram of good.
Kaleidoscope of auras. Very good. Okay. There we go. Sky, that is going to be your turn. As Cedric, we go back to you. There's 2 very powerful opponents on the field here. Which one do you want to focus on?
And we still got that one Hellhound, right?
Oh, that's right. Well, 2 powerful and 1 small enemy.
Well, the first thing Cedric's gonna do, because
also, I apologize. So, as a quick mention, for your, I said before that you count to be like on the space you are, even though you're in a mount. For reference, your aura will be positioned wherever you are on the mount. It'll be off of that area. Okay. But for purposes of combat, when you are on a mount, because it's a large creature and you're a medium creature, you count as in every single one of those spots, but only for purposes of like attacking and being attacked. So someone could walk up here, the Hellhound can attack you from there. However, your aura only radiates from the actual spot you are on.
Cool. All right. Now that I know that Lay on Hands is a bonus action, we're going to use 11 charges of it, leaving me 3.
Okay.
We're going to heal Sable.
Oh, your mount. Very clever. Yes. Being a mounted combatant, having your mount be in optimal condition is extremely important.
Yeah.
All right.
The bikers of hell. I'm sorry.
Meow. Fucking someone does a wheelie nearby again. And then all right.
Action.
So I have an action.
First attack, we'll go for the Hellhound.
Let's go. Time to finish this. You have advantage.
25.
Super hit. Let me see the damage. There we go. That is going to be a total of 8 points of damage here. He's going to survive that, unfortunately. An unlucky roll there for the damage. All right.
How bad does it look?
You could blow on him. He'll fall over. He's extremely singular digits. We're talking.
Yeah, we're gonna use Divine Smite.
Yeah, let's go. So he's a hellish creature with 3d8 for level 1 and extra d8 per level.
Yeah, we're doing level 1.
Level 1, come on.
And what is it? 3d8?
3d8 total. 10 is more than enough. You stab into this creature and it roars at you angrily as you sort of strike deeper and infuse it with radiant energies. The radiant energies sort of crack through it and the creature detonates with holy power. Nothing remains of it.
So now that everybody's up and not quite so hurt anymore, this thing over here has Cedric's full attention.
Excellent. You have one more attack.
Yeah. 27?
27 totally fucking hits. All right.
And we're gonna...
One thing we haven't been doing, as a paladin, you do also have something called a weapon mastery. So Bryn has her own with her flail. Whenever she hits something, that thing immediately gets disadvantage on their next attack roll, right? Super useful stuff. You with the lance also have a weapon mastery, and yours is called Topple, which means every time you hit someone, you can try to knock them prone, like automatically. Whenever you hit them with a weapon, you can try like, I'm going to try and push them.
Yeah.
And the thing will do it.
But first of all, we're going to use Divine... Can I use Divine Smite twice?
Yeah, you can use pretty much as many attacks you have.
We're going to do it again.
Let's go. What level this time?
My max,
Third level. So that would be so 2, 3, 4, and an extra d8 because he's a fiend. So 5 d8 on this one. So 11 plus. Let's see the 5 d8. 24. Okay, he's close to bloodied. We're working through him pretty fast here. Nicely done. You turn around and stab as hard as you can, and it goes right through his chest. He looks at you and sort of skitters out like, is that all you? And then it detonates with radiance as he recoils in actual pain this time. Very nicely done.
Bahamut guides my hand to strike you down! Alright.
He holds in pain onto his wound, looks at you, says, Bahamut has no power here, mortal. All right.
How do I topple him?
Topple, yes. So basically, you just say it, and I make a con save. The con save DC here is, what's your strength?
18.
What's 4? 18.
4, yeah.
So that's, and proficiency is 4, 8 plus 8, 16. It's a DC 16 here to knock him prone. 26. He's not going prone. He's really fucking not going prone. Basically, they make a con save. Every time you try to topple him, I make a con save and see if he falls prone against your DC of 16. Okay, Cedric, that is going to be your turn. Okay. Oh, I double tapped it. The Hellhounds are all dead. No need for them anymore. Anahia, it is now your... Oh, sorry. Anahia, before we go to your turn, the mysterious figure reveals itself. All of you now knowing where to look, glance over here and do see another strange, devilish creature. You see the displaced air of a passing projectile tickles the hairs on the back of your neck as a bolt goes flying on by and barely misses you, but goes for the ice devil here instead. The shining black bolts continue to fly, whistling through the air with unnerving speed. You sort of kind of hazard a glance over your shoulders and spy the shooter. You see a massive, misshapen creature with pallid skin, like that of a bloated corpse, and a wicked pair of sweeping tusks that frame this creature's toothy maw. A skull-like visage of this fiendish hunter twists into a sneer as the devil loads a fresh new bolt into a massive enchanted crossbow that it bears. As you guys all see, appearing here, shooting these ice devils, is this creature, as he loads another one, grabbing another strange, you see a bandolier of, enchanted bolts. He's got, grenades on his hip. He's got, a weird, a grappling hook device on his wrist or something, as he loads another bolt here into his crossbow, and fires it again. I'm going to make one quick crossbow attack here. Oh my god. A natural... I'm rolling in secret. A natural 20 roll here for this creature. I'll roll it up here. I rolled it in secret anyway. The ice devil gets blasted, and then a darkness, sort of necrotic energy explodes from it as he takes a total of 54 points of damage here. As you guys watch this devil creature load up its crossbow, click something like a device, of magical device on its hip, and disappear again, fully invisible to the sight. Immediately. Yeah. As you guys look over, like, what the hell's going on here? Anahia, it is now your turn.
What the fuck was that? A friend or foe?
Mhm.
So, am I still under the effects of
Ice Devil is holding onto its neck where it just got stuck. Under effects of what? Sorry?
So, am I still under the effects of the
yes,
thing
sorry.
where I can only have
the wall is gone.
action?
Yes, until the end of this of your turn. Yes, you are
Okay,
affected.
so there's very limited that I can do, right? Since I'm well, luckily this guy's dead in front of me.
Half movement you have, but if you decide to move, you cannot take an action.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to pull out Plan B, my flintlock.
That's the name of it?
No, I'm calling it Plan B. It's just my
okay,
flintlock.
gotcha. You pull out a gun and point it at this guy. Incredible. Go ahead and give me an attack roll here.
Blam.
29 hits, nearly crits him. My God. Awesome. Go ahead and roll that damage.
With sneak attack, right? So, because he's engaged.
With sneak attack, yes, absolutely.
Here we go.
What a crazy thing to say. Sneak attack with my gun. All right, that's 28 points damage. He's well into bloodied now after that previous strike as well. Boom! One quick blast to him here. Now, the unfortunate part is a gun and a crossbow both are loading weapons, right? So you can't just keep shooting without a proper feat unit.
Gotcha.
Okay, there we go.
That's pretty good.
That's 28 points of damage as you sort of shake off the ice off of you. And at the end of your turn, you have your reaction and everything back now.
Great. I load the gun and put it back
just
in my holster.
load the gun, clean the thing, get ready to shoot again. Awesome. Anahia, that's going to be your turn. The Ice Devil, unfortunately, does go next here. The Ice Devil has 3 attacks. He's going to make these 3 attacks. Let's see here. Ooh, Cedric, he looks to you, realizing that you're blocking all of these attacks here, preventing him from doing healing people. None of that, not anymore. He gets his weapon and starts stabbing and focusing on you here. Cedric, this guy is going to make 3 attacks against you. 16, 28, and a 25. Cedric, this is not looking great for us here, friend. First is going to be 11 piercing, 9 cold, and then you are, like, ice cursed, like Anahia was a bit ago. And then you take 17 and 18 bludgeoning. Brutal. You take 20 and then 35. You take 55 points of damage, Cedric.
Oh, he's going to drop.
You drop. Cedric falls off of his mount and hits the
Did
ground.
I use my reaction from last time? I can't remember.
No, I don't believe so.
You get back up.
Huh?
He gets back up.
Oh,
your
Templar's Mercy is a reaction here. Cedric, you feel a bolt of lightning go through you, and you wake up with a singular hit point.
Bahamut, bless me!
God.
Bryn is invisible. Well, it might not be now, but
It's a miracle!
Oh, well, it's a miracle in hell of all places. Bryn, does your ability say, like, until you cast a spell, or is it just, like, until your next turn? Until when are you invisible?
I know it was only a turn, so let me see. It says Cloud Strike, you become invisible until the start of your next turn or immediately after you make an attack or cast a spell, so I would be
okay, so
again.
you appear now, but that's alright. The snake went away to fight something else, and it's your turn next, so it's fine. Okay, Bryn, you bring him up with a singular hit point here. Very good. That is the Ice Devil's turn. It's time to end this. These fiends gotta go. Bryn, it's your turn.
Alright, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try attacking him again.
I will mention, Bryn, if you want advantage, you can use your Oath ability to get that.
Yeah, but I don't know what's gonna happen after this, and I'm not trying to use everything, so...
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna attack him, and I'm gonna miss as always the first time.
11's not gonna hit, unfortunately.
And then I'm gonna miss again.
12 is not gonna hit either. Sorry, friend. Unfortunately, as you swing, he blocks it both times.
I get a +9. What do you mean?
Yeah. Those are 2 and a 3 that you rolled there.
Let me check something here real quick.
All right.
Hold on.
We're
gonna.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm going to fade it and see if I can boost it, but that's a 1.
Yeah.
Doomed to not hit. I'm sorry.
As we see this like epic like swing once and block it, second time you spin it around, bring it around, you look at her, Sky, realize like this is not going to be enough. The blessing, it will be enough. You expel forth this energy towards her. It improves it slightly, but woof, it still whiffs, unfortunately. As unfortunately here, Bryn, even with a blessing from the law bearer here, you will miss.
Sky just asks her mid-fight, "Did you ever fucking train with that?"
I know how to use it. It's a ball on a rope, okay?
How's that working out for you? Like just statistically, how well is that going for you right now?
Stop chit-chatting. We are in a deadly combat. I will kill you
Anna
both.
just yells, "It's so big, just hit the damn thing."
It's making like lightning sounds everywhere. All right.
Fucking Sky and Anna on the same page. Like, statistically, this should not be possible. It is that fucking big.
Yeah. Okay, Bryn, you have a bonus action if you wanted something.
Can I get over to him without provoking an opportunity attack?
To who?
Cedric.
To like be next to him?
Yeah, I mean, I want to still say like Fregor here. Is that technically like still?
You would provoke an attack of opportunity from the snake, who has disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't care. He can try to hit me.
Disadvantage attack? Natural 1. All right. It leaps towards you. You just backhand it with your lightning hand and keep moving.
I'm gonna give 25 lay on hands to Cedric.
Ooh, there we go. Lay on
much
hands
better.
returns
Thank you.
the favor here. Okay. Very cool. Nicely done, Bryn. I believe that is going to be your turn. All right. Roxy, 1 snake devil creature and 1 insect devil creature left. And then there's this guy who keeps appearing and disappearing in the corner.
Yeah, I can't see that guy, so I'm just gonna...
With your passive perception, you can tell there's an invisible person there, but you can't, like, see them.
He hasn't shot any of us.
No, he keeps shooting these ice devils.
Okay, yeah, so she's not gonna even bother with that. She's gonna keep going after this ice devil.
Let's go.
I am gonna steady aim to get advantage on this.
Steady aim on the first attack. Advantage. Let's go. Nice. Nearly a crit. Okay, that totally hits. Show me some damage. Nice. You got a 1 on the damage dice, the weapon damage dice, if you want to reroll. Oh, shit. Nice. 14, 26, 27 points of damage. 1 more like that, and he's done for. Totally hits as well. Give me damage. 10 points of damage will end this here. Roxy, blam, you fire off the arrow here as he's fighting your friend, stabbing with this super like ice-cursed spear. He looks over, and last time as we see you whip up an arrow, where does it go? Is this a headshot, heart shot? Where does it go?
It goes into the spot that Bryn was trying to hit.
Fucking alright.
As it hits it into the chest, there is an exhales blood, icy sort of blue blood falls out of its mouth. It falls to its knees and kind of reaches for you. Curse you, and then dies.
You got him, Bryn. You get it. You did it.
Oh, fuck off.
As last left on the field is a snake creature. However, these supervisors sort of say these higher ranking devils than it, having been defeated, it looks around to all of you as it is its turn now. I'm gonna say here, seeing how this is going, I'm gonna make a wisdom save for it. On a 7 or above, it realizes I gotta get the fuck out of here. Anything below under 7, it doesn't understand how bad the situation is and it keeps fighting. 18. Okay. Sorry, that's intelligence, but it should be a +1 to that for its wisdom here. The creature freaks out, and if you guys want to attack it, you can, but it's just gonna take a double dash and keep running south. Do you guys want to keep attacking, or do you... Oh, there we go.
That's the attack of opportunity.
Cedric with a lance attack opportunity. Yes, that hits. Go ahead and roll some damage. 13 points of damage here. There we go. It is not bloodied yet, as it keeps running. I will ask you guys, do we stay in combat and chase this thing down, or do we like, nah, fuck it, let it leave?
I'm gonna take a shot at it.
I want to take a shot at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's stay in combat here. Let's say try some ranged attacks here. Okay, Sky, your turn. The lava snake is running back into the lava. Last lava snake that tried to do that got swallowed up by an even bigger, like, blood shark thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna just take a pop shot at it. This will be advantage because sorcery thing. Where'd you go? Shoot,
Ooh,
chill
chill
touch.
touch. Great stuff. All right, roll me some damage. That hits.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not fire, so it's just normal. Just 13 necrotic damage as it runs
good.
away. Just
13 is great as it blasted. So what does this look like? Is this sort of like does it look like some sort of like evil fire, or is this very much so you shoot a skeletal hand that grabs them or something?
No, this is because I think chill touch is very misleading and should be ice. But it's the runes on the gun briefly turn blue, and there's like this almost like an icicle that like flies out of it, but it does have this sort of like sickly pale like necrotic energy behind it. So it's just
awesome. Boom! As it impacts it, it continues to sort of hiss and run away, trying to get the fuck out. Okay. Sky, I think that's gonna be your turn.
Yeah.
Unless you got something else.
No.
Okay, Cedric, it is your turn next. With your mount ability to dash, you can totally run this thing down. But you're kind of injured as well.
Yeah, and it's running away. It's not coming back. I don't want to do unnecessary violence. If it's running away for good, he's done with it.
Okay. Very good. Anahia, what about you?
I will
Gun.
bonus. Yeah, exactly. Bonus action, steady aim, and then just one eye, like kabam!
Kablam! Let's go with the gun attack here.
Let's see. Here we go. Did it go? Did that go? There we go. 24.
The range of your gun is 100 feet, by the way, so you might be a bit far from your normal. You're too far from the normal attack. So that would make it a normal attack roll instead of the advantage from steady aim.
Oh,
right?
really? That's
in the longer range, right? As you realize, boom, and we see this rock in front of it just explode, right? As it oh shit, ducks down and keeps moving. Yeah. Warning shot. You're calibrating. Yeah.
This thing is crazy. I'm still not used to this fucking fire stick,
Absolutely. Which, by the way, for reference, this is a heavy crossbow so this is a shotgun that you're boom, blasting at like a hunting rifle. Okay, there we go. And here, that is going to be your shot and bonus action and movement here from steady aim. Okay, Bryn, unless you're going to be chasing after this thing, which, by the way, you do see appearing out of invisibility is that devil creature that is loads up a crossbow bolt and then tucks it away, puts the hand crossbow away, yeah, and then looks to all of you kind of quizzically, who are these people? Unless you're going to be chasing, you look around and you see that Tempest is gone. Your mount is gone. It disappeared at some point in the fight.
Yeah, she's not gonna chase it down. She's gonna turn towards the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna attack him, but she's not gonna do anything right now.
Gotcha. Roxy, last turn before this thing slips into the lava. Can you do it, or do you let it be?
Yeah, no. We don't want that thing. I mean, it's probably gonna die in the lava anyway. Is this a downhill thing?
Yeah, it's like a slope.
I wouldn't be able to hit it from here then, would I? How big is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have sharpshooter. That's right. If you climb on a rock, you'll be able to see it, no problem. But otherwise, it will have some cover.
All right.
There we go. Now you can clearly see it.
Just gonna shoot it.
All right, let's go. That hits. That is going to be 16 points of damage. It's now well into bloodied, but it's not dead from that. That hits as well. Ooh, okay. That hold on, give me a sec. Yeah, okay. There we go. That hits as well. 10 points. Still not gonna die. Still not gonna die. It's on the brink, but it's not gonna die. Yeah.
Oh well, give it a shot.
All right. So there we go. We're gonna go to the Ulnar Fiend now, who slithers away and quickly leaps into the lava, disappearing below, ending this combat. As all of you look on around, we see, of course, there was like more of them around once again, because like cinematically in this, we see Jonas who like bam, bam, bam lands like 3 different shots and some like fiends nearby as well that are approaching, looks to all of you and it kind of squints and looks at this guy over here who shows up. You guys, see this like bandolier of like grenades on him and different kind of bolts and such, as this fiend up here looks to all of you. He raises a hand, which has like 3 fingers only, right? Raises a hand, says, easy now. No need to be enemies. I was just doing a job. Thanks for the help. As he looks over to these dead frost devils, as you guys look and see what is obviously a devil creature, right, who puts his weapons away of like, well, we're done here, right? He looks amongst all of you and says, you all don't look like you from around here, some sort of, tourists? As you see, he begins to slowly approach. Do any of you, like, get into, like, a defensive stance, or do you just let him, like, keep approaching, yeah?
I think
I'll aim the gun.
I think Cedric like lifts his shield up, prominently displaying the Bahamut symbol, as he gets like tense as the creature approaches. But he's not.
Yeah, you see the big sort of big as an ogre. This guy, like quite big here, as he kind of walks on up. He stops when he sees you sort of raise a shield and kind of raise an eyebrow. And says, "Easy there, Holy Rider. I'm not your enemy, unless you really want me to be."
I'd rather not seek violence when not needed. Who are you?
He looks around at the burning hells of Avernus, says, strange place to visit then, if you're not looking for violence. He walks on over, and he like walks up over to you, to this devil guy, and rips off his like mouth mandibles and puts them in a bag. He looks on back to you all, says, just a local mercenary. Name's Frenzic. I'm an Orphan. When you guys hear that name, Orphan, can I have whoever wants to here make a religion roll? Sky, knowing Infernal, you can make it with advantage.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, what?
10.
You're not too familiar with that name, Orphan. Cedric, neither are you. Bryn, you have heard this word before. In many sort of study books and scholarly journals that you've read on through, there was some mentions of people encountering these creatures called Orphans, mercenaries or hired guns, if you will, or crossbows of hell. These people don't have any allegiances, only those who pay the best. If you are a target of them, if someone pays them to kill you, they will do so with a great subtlety and a extra organized kinds of violence. However, they are convenient to us mortals because they can be bought. We can enlist their services. Right? Unlike most devils, they work with gold rather than souls.
Yeah, Brent's gonna turn. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you just see him walk on over, and he starts approaching you guys here slowly, and looks around to see if no one's gonna attack him, and then collects the mandibles of this other guy as well, and puts them in a bag.
Hey, are you for hire?
He looks over to you and says, well, just finished my last job, partially thanks to all of you, so yeah, I'd say so,
Wouldn't be a typical work, but it'd pay well if you'd be willing to be an escort. Someone who knows the hills down here.
Escort, like a bodyguard,
A guide?
A guide. Not my typical gig, but depends. How long, and where are you going?
We're looking for 3 of our friends that are lost down here.
3 of your friends are lost, huh? Well, better turn back then. They're probably dead already, yeah?
We're looking for probably the pathway towards Tiamat's part of the domain.
Oh, you're serious. That's a bad part, even in Avernus. The skies are dark with dragon wings there. They melt and devour anything that moves. If your friends are there, well, they better be good at killing everything in sight or hiding real well. Which one are they?
Probably the
They're
first.
pretty good at killing, yeah.
You want me to take you there to the area or any specific place in there?
What specific places are there?
Well, there's a few. There's a mountain of flame in which it's rumored that the 5-headed Tiamat sleeps. There's the tower of her champion, not too far from there. There is the yawning maw, a place of hell flame that leads deeper down, following the river Styx to the layer below. There's a few altars of sacrifice and feeding pens for the dragons there. Which one are you looking for?
If there was someone to be held prisoner by them, what do you think amongst those they would be?
Depends who finds them first. If the dragons find them, they're bones and blood, all that's left of them. If the followers of Tiamat, the devils that work there, the Abishai, you guys have heard this word before. You fought even those are those like dragonborn devils that you guys have fought. Those are Abishai. They're like specifically like Tiamat devils, right? It says if the Abishai found them, then they're likely to be even in the tower of her champion, or the base of the mountain, prepared for the sacrifice.
Where would 3 people killed by the champion go?
Probably somewhere close to the tower, if not within the tower itself.
Sounds like the tower then.
Right. Only problem is, it's half of Avernus away, and no one's gonna let you just stride on in. I'll tell you what, for 5,000 gold, you'll have my services of a guide and a protector. For 10,000 gold, I'll get you all a ride, a way to move faster around Avernus. And
What if we had a little bit more? Could get us a ride out too?
Ride out? Out of Avernus?
I mean, just out of that area in general. Like extradition right afterward if we cause hell.
You all seem like you're here to raise hell, so I'm assuming none of you looking at you is the quiet type.
No, I could sneak around. I think some of us are very sneaky.
Looks over and then kind of looks over to Roxy, says, maybe that one, but maybe this one as well. Kind of points at Anahia as well, but kind of looks to Bryn. Looks to Bryn and Cedric like, definitely not these two.
Feel left out
If it was
here.
up to me, I would have just snuck in the hell, you know?
I mean,
Right.
I'm okay. I can be quiet when I need to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, I'm not at all. Thunder always follows lightning.
He sort of stares at you for a second and kind of looks at your holy symbol. You look at, he's like big old devil guy, right? He looks at you guys like holy symbols and markings and such. Doesn't react in any particular like disliking way of anything. Very much so like business is business, right? He looks over and says, all right, 5,000, I get you there. 10,000, I get you there, ensuring you're able to skip through all the riffraff and the muck, skip the war, sort of say. And for 20,000, I'll make sure you get out. Well, I'll give you the best fighting chance to get out alive.
Gonna look at everyone and to Roxy, because I think we have that much. So, yeah, then sounds like good. Like, look at Sky and Roxy to make sure that they're cool with that too.
We're gonna use all the money, the rest of the money.
Do you want to fight your way out of Hill?
Not really.
You still gotta figure out a way to put them back in a body, and that does cost money too.
Sir, what's his name? Frenzig?
Frenzig, yes.
Frenzig. How about a trade for extra instead of gold? What about a weapon against your enemies that you can use down here you probably can't find down here? At least that I'm aware of. And Cedric's gonna hold out 5 vials of holy water.
Interesting. He looks it over. Give me a persuasion roll. 19. Very nice.
Add 5.
Add 5 from?
I'm trying to find it.
I'll figure it out. Ah, your channel divinity here. Very good. Okay. Oh, I think you used your channel divinity in the fight to take the... Oh, no, that was just an aura ability, right? To take
correct.
damage instead of someone else. Incredible. Channel divinity here, that's a 24. He looks at it, he says, that's very useful, especially down here, but 5's a little low, don't you think? Make it 10, and I'll get you there fast.
And Cedric's gonna look at Roxanne, and we spare
she's
5
gonna,
more.
she's gonna run. She's gonna go up to this guy. She's gonna put the cloth on the ground, and she's gonna be like, she's gonna take out another 5 more. She goes, "Here's an extra one for being so nice."
He sort of looks at you and kind of like nods. As you give him what, 11 total?
Yeah. Oh, he gave him 5.
And an extra 6, right?
Did you want the other 5 back, Cedric? Because I can give him from the
No, 5's good.
pool here.
5's good.
So 5 from Cedric, and then 5 or 6 from
6
you,
from
like
us,
5
yeah.
plus 1. He takes the 11, says, "All right, solid deal. Very well. These things are much more valuable than most any coin or soul to me down here, especially." He very carefully puts them in his pack and says, "Let's get out of here. I could use a drink. Any of you drink?"
Yes.
It doesn't really taste the best. It doesn't really do anything for me. But if you have something fruity.
Well,
Yeah, she's running on. She's like Bella, the king get fucking drunk.
Oh man.
I'm sure we can.
Unless I
find
have like the really, really strong stuff,
There's a place near here, a nice joint. I gotta talk to a old acquaintance there. They'll provide us a ride. Follow me.
Hey, isn't that place that we were told to check out?
Shrugs. Starts walking slowly.
That was towards the rest of the party.
Gotcha.
What were you talking about now?
The seal told us to check out that devilish speakeasy.
What was it? Cynthia?
Oh yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's that place.
As you guys follow this guy for some time, you see, you walk for the next like half an hour, maybe up to like 40-ish minutes or something through the hellish landscape. It's strange. As you walk, you see like broken bandlands, spikes impaled upon them are like ever-living, like humanoids, individuals that seem to not be able to die. They bleed eternally but can never die. And as you guys make it to this little kind of like cove, there's a cave in a rock. And you see green lanterns that are glowing there, and parked in front of it are a bunch of like Mad Max vehicles, like armored spiked cars, and there's like a full-on tank with giant like wrecking ball at the back of it. There's like a hellish forklift, if you can imagine such a thing, of like black metal and metal spikes at the front of it and such. And as you guys sort of head on into this place, you see the entrance sort of narrows down in this like a rocky cavern until it's a singular sort of red and black door with a sort of like all kinds of like infernal symbology on it. Renzig approaches it. Frenzik approaches it and sort of knocks in a certain way. Tum, 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 tum. And as it does, the door opens. He walks on in, and you see standing by the door, wearing a fine, like, three-piece, like, tuxedo type of suit, is a giant devil. Some sort of, like, a fiendish, it's not like a pit fiend, but like a big devil with, like, curled horns. He has, like, a pitchfork on his side there, like a nice little tie that he has. And he sort of looks at him, gives him, like, an up nod, and he gestures to you guys and says, "Bear with me." And all of you walk out with him into this bar. As you enter, this place is filled to the brim with all kinds of shady lights. You feel smoke immediately caress your nostrils here. For a joint in hell, this place is tidy and well maintained. The eclectic decor includes a dark violet stone, cherry and ebony colored woods, carbon-coated iron with an overemphasis on barbed hooks and gruesome trophies, and various sets of padded leather. The smell of cooked meat, dark coffee, and strong alcohol almost hides wafts and whiffs of brimstone and nameless filth. Eclectic is the word for the clientele as well. The winged fiends and other monsters drink here, feast, and some of them kind of dance around. A variety of humanoids here and there join in merriment, although the less fortunate provide wicked amusement. You see cages with little people in them looking around. You see little imp servants running around serving drinks and such as you guys enter into this place here. Welcome to a hellish bar. You guys enter from down here, and this is the room you see. Oh, sorry, I should drag you guys out in here as well real fast. You arrive at this bar. As you guys enter on in here and kind of look on around, it feels a little too overwhelming at the moment. As they do ask you to like leave your mounts outside. You can't bring them in here with you. As Forensic sort of enters, everyone in the bar kind of turns and looks. You guys see an all manner of fiendish creatures here. The guards at the doors seem to be these strange like suits of armor with no one inside of them that are just sort of like turning. They hold these big pikes with them. You see sitting in a big lounge area surrounded by these like imps in fine sort of kind of outfits here is a bloated, oversized, kind of big belly devil with tiny, almost ridiculously small wings. You see this creature sort of lounging in the corner with like a pig's face that looks to you madly, its eyes glowing immediately. You see all manner of these strange kind of chain-wrapped devils that are sitting here. There is a like an insectoid devil that's kind of looking at all of you from the corner. His hellhound dog that he's sort of like just petting here. His claws too sharp, and it's sort of like raking the skin of this devil. You see another one of these like ice devils, similar to the one that you fought not too long ago, that just sort of like mad dogs you and stares at you. Another one of those like night women that you saw, that Aranessa women, and another one of these like strange imp creatures nearby. There's an all manner of devil, as well as some sort of seem to be like humanoid looking. Like this person looks more tiefling than devil. The person that's sitting next to them as well. As you guys see all of these people, at the bar there, as you see approaching him currently, your new Frenzig, your new friend here, approaches a truly disgusting and strange looking creature. The owner and the proprietor, as well as serving at the bar there, is a wild-eyed imp, if you could guess. You see a little goblinoid kind of figure with tiny little horns, maybe 3 feet tall, who's sitting at the bar. He's wearing a coat that sort of goes down his body. You see he sort of looks emaciated and thin, with a wild, oversized smile that goes from ear to ear. You see one sort of, he has a long sort of like a pipe that he's smoking on. Some sort of crystals are placed in the pipe, and he sort of blows some smoke at the edge of it. As you all see that fellow over there at the bar, you see this guy just going to give you a big crazed smile. You notice as you approach, his hands are facing the wrong way. They're sort of inverted. Serving next to him and preparing some food nearby. As you watch, he presses a little lever, and a bunch of red liquid is poured into a glass as a massive decapitated devil head roars and bleeds out of its neck. You can see its neck is severed, and a bunch of blood is pouring down into a tank below that bubbles, boils, and then is poured into a drink. As a very sort of androgynous, sort of genderless looking tiefling or devilish figure serves these drinks nearby. You see this handsome looking devil that is kind of moving around and gives out some drinks to people nearby to go to serve to these imps that fly around. Frenzig approaches and gestures to you all like, follow close. He approaches over here and says, hey, boss man, I'll take the usual. And he takes a seat here at the bar. You see this little, like, weird goblin-looking devil, kind of like, smiles and says, of course, good to see you, big fellow. And you brought friends. I take a seat, everyone. He waves his hands and says, Ismo, first one on the house. As this handsome elf goes, yes, Master Exilus. As he pours some drinks here and brings out these red cocktails for you guys to try. As he gestures for you to sit here, the owner climbs on the bar and gets like real close into your guys' face and says, hello, welcome to my joint. How can I help you all? Name's Exilus. I see you're friends of Frenzings here, so you must be friends of mine. What can I do you for? And Frenzig sort of looks to you guys to see if you want to speak or if he should just keep talking.
What was the guy's name?
The bar owner, his name is Exilus.
That's the guy Vasil said to talk to you, right?
That is the name, yes, you recognize. You see all of these devils are just sort of eyes locked on you. Some of them sort of like creepy smile. Some of them kind of just like growling and angrily staring at you.
Friend of ours sent us here.
Friend here?
Well, a friend of yours from a real long time ago.
Keep all kinds of friends. Depends who you talking
name?
about, miss. You see his smile like snap for a moment, says, that's real odd. Heard that guy died. Real horribly too. Messed with a little too many sources of power. Greed did him in, I heard. That's an odd one to mention after all this time. How do you know him?
Oh, he's been helping us quite a bit. Good friend of ours.
He just sort of looking at you like big smile on his face, trying to figure out like if you're lying to him or not, trying to figure
Who's that Pokemon?
Well, you got any proof of him being alive at least? Don't get me wrong. Don't want to offend a big man. Don't want to offend him. But here in hell, it's real hard to trust someone off their word alone.
What kind of proof do you need? Because I can zone a truth this.
Truth, oof, that is a funny notion. No, I don't need that. Please don't. It will ruin the whole atmosphere.
Cedric's gonna point to his shield and his armor and like, would you take my word for it?
I'll take your shield for it.
What about the paper with his writing on it?
Yeah, you still have his little card that he gave you, right?
Yeah, here. Just gonna slide it over.
He like takes it, like looks at it. He like blocks his eyes. He goes back. He's like a full straight face, like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you guys were friends. I get it now. That's okay. Take a seat. Few rounds on me. Yeah, Clemaine, son of a bitch, he's still alive. He burns. He snaps his finger. The paper burns away. You see friends that look to you and says, oh, got some friends here already. Very good.
Yeah.
Might just survive for some time. Ixillis pours you guys a bunch of drinks. They are bubbling, and every time a bubble pops, you hear this like, oh, no, like screams and gasps from it. As he pours you guys these like fine cocktails with like olives on the side and like like all sugar around the rim and everything, right? As he pours you these like strange soul-infused drinks. He says, please, you my guest, drink as much as you wish. So, what do you need? And Frenzig looks over and says, they need a ride. They're going over to Tiamat's part of the pie. And Ixillis looks back and says, well, of course, suicide. Topical, very topical. Very well, I'll have something for you. I gotta check in the garage. But until then, he passes out menus, and you guys see some like meals that you can take a look at. And yeah, there's a little handout for hellish meals. It's an infernal. You guys are like, what the fuck? I can't read any of it, right?
Let's see. What's actually on this menu?
You take a look. There is what looks to be a elven soul burger. There seems to be a tiefling horn special on here. They have what looks to be a angel soup in here as well. There's some nice meals here that sound absolutely horrifying. They are torturous mockeries of everyday food you might find on the surface. So not just what I just told you. If you come up with some horrifying idea of a meal where a mortal's flesh or soul would be used, feel free to just mention it as you read this menu.
I'll have the soup.
Great choice. Get the soup done. As you see this like handsome devil sort of like confidant here says, yes, master. As they turn back and sort of walk to the back there, you hear someone scream and they come back with a bowl of soup for you. That is like radiating golden energy soup with like little noodles and chunks in there. It tastes absolutely divine.
Is it made with angel hair pasta?
Might just be. As you guys look around here and take a look at this like hellish menu, you're all looking around like, what the fuck is this place? As he is preparing some vehicles for you guys here in this hellish bar, as we hear this devil head again roar as more drinks are being poured, its own blood flowing forever from within its neck here. Friends, that's where we're going to end the session for tonight here. Next time we pick up, we're going to get some rides. We're going to pick some vehicles to drive through hell as we head over, ride our way across the hellish landscape, and finally go rescue our friends from the clutches of the forces of Tiamat. Well, if they've been captured yet, that is. In either case, we're heading into trouble.
Would this reprieve here, sitting down and them snacking, count as a short rest?
It will count as a long rest here. Time is all kinds of convoluted and complicated here in the hells. But while your sort of like vehicles are being prepared here for you, as Forensic promised, he's going to get you there fast. And using sort of Vasil's old contact here, you guys are going to get a great choice of multiple vehicles here. But we will do that next time. So, friends, thank you so much for playing. Fun, very fun as always. We're on a sort of a back to normal schedule. Very, very good. Just time checking. Yeah, sorry, Emily. There, we were
Yeah, no
gonna
worries.
wrap it up close-ish here. Okay. Yep.
I
Very
will
good.
not be here Thursday.
Curses. Oh, Thursday. Okay.
Really?
Gotcha.
Yep, I will miss Thursday because I'm driving to Tennessee Friday, so I'm going to bed super early.
Okay. Understandable. Understandable. All right. All good. If you guys are interested, well, I gotta check. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I was gonna say maybe we can reschedule, but my weeks have been super busy.
I can
all
do
right.
Wednesday if people can swing it. Because that's
I
kind of an
can't do
important
Wednesday,
thing, but
unfortunately. I unfortunately can't do Wednesday nor
Mm-hmm.
Friday, so that's why I'm like super busy. Yeah. That's right. I'll send you a little recap after. Well, we sort of ended in a thing where we have to decide what happens to your character.
yeah, I know.
So yes. That's
I
all right.
mean,
We'll figure.
they can always say that she's like in a dungeon or some shit.
It's very likely to happen. It's
Oh my god, there's
possible.
this guy in the game named Riz Gutgak. I don't know if you guys watched Dimension 20, but
Oh, Riz.
Mm-hmm.
No,
All
she's
right,
not
all
going to be in a dungeon, guys. So we're going to get her out. What are you talking about?
All right, everyone. Next time we are going to a very dangerous place here in Tal'dorei. We're going to be in very hot water. That means save your strength, but you're going to want to destroy your enemies before they can do some serious damage. You are going to be facing some very dangerous things. Just because we came here to rescue our friends does not mean we are guaranteed a happy ending to this story. We could all die. You saw the first combat you were in. Sure, we survived. It got a little dicey there. Those guys were gaining on us. They were starting to do some real damage. However, you guys are geared up to the teeth with paladins and sorcery that can ignore fire magic and stuff. Fantastic setup here. Let's see how far we can go. Until next time, friends, thank you for gaming. As always, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I will catch you all soon. GG's and good night from me.
Have a good night.
GG's,
Bye,
bye.
everyone.
Okay, everyone. That was our DawnGuard campaign. We'll see if Thursday night Wild Mount campaign happens at the Nightingales. But you all have a lovely night. There's not many of us here. I'm still in stream. And yeah, where's the ending stream at? Oh, I don't have one. This ending? No. Anyways, have a good night, everybody.